Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. We are celebrating tonight, guys. I finally hit 20,000 followers on TikTok. It's a huge accomplishment for me. I don't really throw around what I do. I just keep stuff, that stuff to myself most of the time. But it's a big deal for me. So here we are. We're celebrating. Let me welcome the panel, my friends. Flavio, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight.
What's going on, Fab? Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
D-Lo, what's going on? The trifecta is back again. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, and Graeme is not part of us anymore.
Thanks, man. Hey, shout out to Fabs, everybody. Start putting in some comments in the chat real quick. My man hit 20K on TikTok. Some said it couldn't be done. They said to him, Fabs, one angle reviews, it'll never work.
What, a single angle channel?
The single angle channel. It would never work. And here we are today. Cheers to Fabs.
Yes. Cheers.
Never lets us down.
Guys, if you have a drink, cheers.
My boy Fabs breaking barriers, ladies and gentlemen. Barriers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out with us tonight. As you guys may know, Hot Toys has been quiet, which is not a big deal. It is what it is. We'll talk about other stuff. If you guys have any topics you guys want to talk about, please feel free to mention them. We're going to get into some third parties in a little bit, but this is very exciting, guys. Very, very exciting. Again, this is happening very fast. As you guys may know, I just got my channel literally last year. I don't think it's been a full year yet. I feel like, for the amount of stuff that I do, because again, I don't constantly, post stuff. I have my daily post every single day, and that's it. I don't really post anything else, to try to get to the algorithm. I've been posting the same stuff every single day, one different figure, every single day, and it just happened. I have a video right now that's almost 600,000 views. I have another one that's 500,000 views. I have another one that's 400,000 views. So it's crazy. It's crazy because, again, it's not something that I ever thought would ever happen. It's not something that I was looking for it to happen. I just said, you know what? I have the content. I have the figures. Why not start posting? And that's exactly what I'm doing. And it's killing it. I never expected it to happen this quickly. It's something that, again, I feel like the era of where not only myself, but for example, people like Cobra Collection, Luis in the house, when we were collecting, or when we started collecting, YouTube wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? It was there, but it wasn't a thing. At least it wasn't something so popular to a lot of people. Maybe for the kids and maybe the people making money on it, but not so much. At least for myself, I YouTube for me wasn't a thing. So I never thought. I know for a fact that if I would have started, YouTubing the moment that I started collecting, this would be a different conversation right now. You know what I mean? I would be the one in charge of YouTube regarding Hot Toys. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to sound like, cocky or anything, but believe me when I tell you, I feel like everybody now and on YouTube, everybody knows Photoshop. Everybody knows how to use these editing programs, whether it's, video editing or picture stuff like that. Like, that is my Achilles heel. You know what I mean? I don't know anything regarding that. And that's the only thing that's killing me. But it's at the same time, it's not like I'm missing anything. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here going, oh man, I wish that. It is what it is. My single, and it's a joke between us, like Dilo mentioned, the single angle channel thing was somebody message, somebody commented under one of my videos, said I was tricked into watching a single angle channel. That was the comment, by the way. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I understand that for you to get more views on YouTube and TikTok and blah, 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 you get templates and you get videos that obviously will do better with the algorithm. I understand all that and I get it. The videos that I make aren't that, like I don't make reels, reels of me talking or anything like that, or with the figure. My reels, as you guys may know, are literally the turntable. That's my reel. There's nothing to it. So therefore, they don't do as well in the algorithm as they should or as they would if I did what the algorithm requires of me or the platform requires of me, which again, it is what it is. I'm not going to go out of my way to make myself go crazy and give myself a headache and oh, this is stressful. And it's the moment it becomes a problem for me, and the moment it becomes a headache and tedious and annoying, it's not fun anymore. And that's what's going to make me want to get out. And so that's why I keep it simple and I keep it as best as I could do it in the most basic way possible, which is why once I found out that my phone could record in 4K. If you notice, my videos are now all 4K, or at least HD. What is it? 60 frames per second. I think it's 60. I don't know if it's 30. It might be 30, but I don't remember. But anyway, it's supposed to be HD, full HD or whatever it is, which I wasn't doing for the longest time, just because again I didn't even know how to use my my features on my phone on the camera. No, it's 100% true. I had all my videos.
That's the thing I wanted. I'm gonna let you finish right there, but I got something to say. Okay, I'm gonna Kanye you real quick.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
This man here, listen. This man here, like, all jokes aside, has really grown and really like gotten better at this here. I mean, everybody knows, at least here in the States, that is. I don't think there's anybody that can touch Fabs' collection, right? That was a given. But he already said like his Achilles heel was the technology and all that stuff like that. This man here on the YouTube side of things, he doesn't do what everybody else does. He's grown his channel organically just by his collection, basic videos that get to the point, so you know exactly what it is that he's trying to share information with you guys on. And he did that with a single angle. Yes, that is the inside joke. I think that's one of the best comments I've ever read. That like, you know what, we're gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna support our boy. If he wants to do single ears, and one day he wants to get wild and do two, whatever he wants, we got you. We got you back on that there.
Oh,
but
man.
This man's videos have gotten so much better, and it definitely shows here because his subscriber base, since I joined up with him to help, his channel and his streams and all that, it's grown like crazy. And he's the only dude that if you want to watch FabsFigures, you need to tune into FabsFigures. Occasionally a Jedi Knights watch, but mostly FabsFigures. So I don't know anybody else. I don't know any other YouTuber out there who's not on 40, 50 panels a night. My man's just doing it by himself. So I give you credit all in the world, man. I mean, I've just recently, not to talk about myself for a second, but I just recently attempted a collection tour. I'm sure you guys have heard about this before me talk about this. I've actually sat down to do it, and it is not easy, folks. It is not easy. There's a lot of things to do in order to get it right. House of Collectibles has got a couple of their videos out there, reviews. I think the Commander Cody. I mean, man, listen. You look at these videos sometimes, you think it's easy. You think it's easy and anybody can do it. But I'm telling you, man, just filming my own collection was giving me gray hair. So the fact that Fabs is pushing that kind of content out with one angle and 20K on TikTok that we're celebrating tonight, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, but another thing, guys, and another thing also, thank you for that, because another thing, again, I don't talk about what I do. It's because it is what it is. But
I gotta hype you up because you are kind of chilling. I gotta hype you up a little bit.
Well, you know what it is too. Like, if you guys notice, I don't promote like my streams anywhere. Like, besides my own Instagram and my own group, I don't go around, come watch me or sharing like other YouTubers do or other people in the community do. Like, because that's not something that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to become this like amazing, you know, humongous. If it happens, you know, by all means, I'll take it all day long. But it's not
But if
like,
it does
oh
happen, it's
man,
gonna be organic though.
correct.
It's not
genuine.
like you're
He's a
forcing.
genuine
Whatever's
You're
person.
not
happening,
forcing it down everybody's
correct.
throats here.
Correct.
If
Like,
you
I'm
want
not
to find
paying.
me, you'll find me on my channel. You're not going to see
Correct.
me on XYZ's channel. I'm not going to
Correct.
be in this guy's panel.
Correct.
I'm not going to live stream from Comic-Con, whatever craziness people are doing out there. Literally,
Right.
if you like us, here it is. It's going to be on this channel only. FabsFigures, that's it. So
This is the
like
household
I think,
TV show.
I think, listen, from what I've been seeing with the growth and everybody in it, and this is, by the way, no knock on anybody. I'm not cracking any jokes at anybody's expenses of, but I'm just trying to point out the very clear impressiveness about the fact that my man's doing this solo. You know, there's cats out there that have probably more subscribers than Fabs right now, if we're being honest, but has not reviewed a single figure that they have in their collection. My man's just putting out content for you guys here, and he's getting these subscribers on his own. So like I said, I give you all the props in the world, man, because it is not easy. It is not easy.
Every 2 days, you get a whole new figure. You know, you get my opinion videos literally every 2 days, like clockwork. I try to do it at least every 2 days. And the only reason I was doing it at one point, I was doing a new figure every day, and I was like, but I'm not even giving my, you know, my video enough chance to, you know, get seen, get watched. So I said, you know what? Let me give it 2 days. So I started doing 2 days. If you go to any of my opinion videos, look at the date and you'll see it's literally every 2 days, every 2 days. So that was another reason why I said, you know what? Let me just do this, because if I already have, again, I have the content, I have figures coming in. Tell me somebody else that has this many figures a week coming in, you know, constantly every week.
No one.
I can't name anybody. I don't care who it is. So that's the thing. So me having the content, instead of, you know, posting it and wasting it, let me just use it up. You know, earning that my first 1,000 subs on YouTube was probably the hardest thing, because I was not active. I was getting these subs through other YouTubers. And what happened was, because of that, my channel had 500 subs, 400 subs, and it was dead. Nobody watched my stuff because it was people that I was getting through other people. You know what I mean? They weren't my people. Right. So what happens with that? You could have 10,000 subs, but if nobody's watching you, then what's the point? So that's why I needed to develop, you know, build my own thing, you know, and whatever happened with that, it was all on me. Period. End of story. I can't blame somebody else for what, you know, my channel growth or just anything regarding me in general. So I had to take responsibility for what I do, and whatever happens, if I'm not happy with putting out any type of content, whether it's, you know, a video, whatever, I just won't do it. I just won't do it, because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to do it, but I'm doing it for free anyway. You know what I mean? So I've been posting in my group for how long now? How many years now without having a YouTube channel? And I was doing it for free. Facebook apparently pays. I never got a penny from Facebook. You know what I mean? So it was just happening for free anyway. So why not? You know? And one thing I wanted to talk about also real quick, where did it go? I wanted to talk about something. What, Dilo, you mentioned something before that I was going to talk about. You mentioned something. What was the point of your topic a little while ago? Because I was going to say something about it and I completely forgot. Oh my God.
As far as you like growing your channel organically, that is, or
yeah, no, it was you mentioned something and I was like, oh man, I got to say something about it. But anyway, but yeah, so this is why, you know, I started
choked
with
up, folks. It's overwhelming.
No, because you know, I don't like long speeches. You know,
this is a memorable night, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like long speeches.
This is a milestone, bro. You get to.
I'm a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter. I call it like I see it. You know, I don't. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's
get the champagne already,
you, bro.
Yeah,
we're happy for you. For real. Hit it, man.
Well, yeah, actually, no, I am. Again, guys.
Oh, salute. I gotta.
Oh, I'm so drunk. After this. No. So, who's in the chat with us tonight, guys? And thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Luis in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here and hanging out with us and celebrating with us tonight. Bobby in the house. What's going on? Thank you for being here, my friend. Let's see. Oh, look who's here. He came. Look at that. Thank you for coming, my friend. Late. Oh my God. We were trying to figure out what to do with these images, but we're here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Break in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Unreal. You got away from me. Unbelievable. Harold in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see. We're missing your boy because apparently you guys are weak. Let's see.
They partied a little too hard.
Yeah, they're weak. Tool in the house. What's going on, my friend? You guys are lightweight. Let's see. Carlos in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Mike in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Thank you, my friend. Working on Photoshop. Yeah, I'm telling you, if I knew how to use, Photoshop or any editing, video editing software, forget it. Forget it. Because I'm very impatient, but I'm also to a certain extent a perfectionist. Like if I don't care about something, I don't care about something. But if I want something to be perfect, you better believe that I will sit there until it's perfect. So the fact that I don't know how to use this stuff, it's a disservice to you guys, because believe me, once I get into something, I'm like really, really hardcore into it, and my videos would be insane. Just remember that. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's see, Flavio. What is that? Crown?
Confetti.
No, that's a crown.
It's confetti.
That's a crown.
It's a congratulations in emoji. Let's leave that.
It's a crown. He's crowning me king. Thank you. The power of the music. See, there you exactly.
There you
That's
go.
another thing. That's another thing. I don't post, guys. You guys know I don't post. And
They
my
doubted me.
museum posters are taking over the world. Remember that. So let's see. How about the Hawaiian? That's right. Look at that. That's delicious. Mai Tai. I had my first Mai Tai at a hibachi restaurant, and it was the most delicious thing I've ever had.
It's a weird place to get your first one, but good for you.
It was a virgin Mai Tai. Greetings, host, take the look. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Local Lou better be here. He better be here. I'll never speak to him ever again. If Local Lou's not here celebrating with us, he's dead to me. Let's see.
Thinking Local Lou's at home, like, what did I do to this guy? I'm attacked on a weekly basis.
He's like, I'm not even there, and they say my name. Oh man, I was buying that promotional stuff. What promotional stuff?
Never. What? Come on, Brick.
But wait, so that's what I was gonna say. That's another thing. Thank you. I just remembered. I have never paid for a single ad on anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you could pay, like, for example, like on Instagram.
He's not a booster.
Yeah, like exactly. A boost, like you could boost your pictures on whether it's, Facebook or Instagram, or I have never, and I don't think I would ever do that. Can you imagine? Like, how desperate would I be to pay to boost up my numbers for what? What is that gonna do? Unless, obviously, if my goal is to become this huge YouTuber, then absolutely everything, it's all fair. And if I want to grow, and one way of growing is paying for it, then by all means. I also found out, guys, that apparently, and again, I didn't know this, but apparently you could buy people viewing your streams live. Okay. So if, for example, you have a channel that has, I don't know, 3,000 subs, for example, and their views are like 20, those subs are fake. If you have a channel that has 100 subs and thousands of views, the views are fake. Most likely. Now, I'm not going to say they're all fake, but most likely. Again, depending on how this is happening. So there are ways you could cheat around the game so you can make it. But again, it's not something that is that important to me where it's like, man, I need to, to put money into it so I could get like, now it's not, whatever's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And as you guys can see, it's been less than a year and I'm already, growing and it's crazy too, because in TikTok, I'm like killing it. But on Instagram, it's like my page doesn't even exist. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I get it. They're two different platforms and blah, blah, blah. I get all that, but it's insane how that works. But
you gotta try using some filters in your photos, bro.
That's another thing. No, that's
and
another
hashtags.
thing.
Hashtags.
All that stuff helps the views, filters and hashtags and but I do the basic and it's working so far, so I'm not complaining. Thank you,
man,
my friend.
Let's get into this chats over here, man. You're falling behind these chats over here.
I'm trying. Speech,
the Academy.
Speech.
Jeez.
Yeah, I wish I had the music. The Thor, you got to send me that again. He sent me the music that they play when somebody's at the Oscars with the long speech.
Oh, you got to use that, man.
He sent it to me, and I keep forgetting to load it up.
Oh, that would be great.
There were a few doing 1-6 but no, absolutely. Yes, they were. There absolutely were. And I'm just talking about me. I'm not saying that nobody was, but I'm saying that there were a ton of YouTubers, not YouTubers. There's a ton of collectors during that time that didn't get into YouTube. I'm not saying that none of them did by any means, because obviously when I was collecting in the beginning, I remember D Knight. I remember Sean Long. I remember all these guys. So it's not like they weren't there. That's not what I'm saying. It's just a lot of collectors during that time did not get into it. But the ones that did, look, they became huge, which is what I kind of, to a certain extent, regret, because, if I would have known that this is where my collection was going to end up, you better believe I would have made sure that I would have, recorded everything and started doing something with it, something to at least establish the channel. But, it is what it is.
But that's how you can tell that, this is truly, a passionate hobby that you have, and not really something that you're.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it doesn't bother me. That's why it doesn't bother me to the point where it's like, oh man, like, I regret it so much, that blah, blah. Like, I don't think about it. If I could go back, would I change it? Absolutely. Does it affect me on my daily life? Absolutely not.
No.
It is what it is. Because again, I never got into collecting for any other reason but the love of the figures. That's it. That's it.
Right. Facts.
It was never about money. Facts. It was never about
how it should be.
Well, let me buy this because when I get out, I need to sell them and make money. If anybody gets into collecting, especially hot toys, collecting over money, this is not for you. Because number one, they're very expensive, so you're not going to be able to collect a lot. And if you do collect a lot, what's going to happen? Oh, well, I need to start selling because, I need to save room. So it's always something, you know what I mean? It's always something with the hobby. Right. And everybody goes through something in the hobby, whether it's space, whether it's money, whether it's, whatever. So, anybody who gets into it for the wrong reasons will be outed immediately, will be exposed immediately, and they'll disappear immediately and you'll notice when it's somebody constantly posting and all of a sudden they just die out. That's it. They're done.
Off the face of the earth, is gone. Like, what happened to that guy? Exactly.
Correct. And
it's very true. You see that so much.
Yep. So that's why, that's why it's kind of sad to see people, bashing the hobby to a certain extent when they're the ones, with the issue within the hobby. You know what I mean? Just because something happened with them personally, they take it out on everything and they start, generalizing and so I'm just happy with everything that has come has come out of my collecting and my collection and all that stuff. I don't regret anything. And meeting you guys, that's another thing. Meeting you guys, it's just another, another plus. Meeting people that have the same, the same goals, the same likes, the same, because you could, we're all in the same hobby, but we could all look at the same figure and half of the people could say that's garbage and half of the other people would be like, this is amazing. So that makes it that much better because not everybody likes the same stuff. The one bad thing about not everybody liking the same stuff is when somebody doesn't like it, they try to shove their views down your throat. You know what I mean?
Which is very true. It's so true.
It's like, and that's what causes a lot of animosity within the hobby. You know what I mean? Like a lot. Because think about it. If somebody comes at you with blah, 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 you're going to be like, who the hell are you? You know what I mean? So then you got to go back because you're not going to keep your mouth shut. So that creates a lot of issues in the community. You know, try to shove your views down somebody's throat. Let's see. Let me try. I'm trying to speed it up, guys. Let's see. Carlos, simple video. Well, you know, especially for Carlos for the for my opinion videos. As you can see, it's not a review. I don't call them reviews because they're not a review. I don't call it an unboxing because I'm not unboxing anything. I have the figure in front of the camera because I'm just going to give you my opinion on the figure. I will, you know, talk about comparisons. I will talk about, you know, came with this, didn't come with that. But I will not sit there showing you on camera, here's the right hand, here's the left hand, here's the gun. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, that's not something that I like.
That's why you have House of Flavio. There you go, right there.
Well, right.
Flavio's House of Collectibles. Bam.
Well, guys, so if you guys want the manual, watch my video. If you guys want the book, go to Flavio's video.
The volume.
It's more like no,
the encyclopedia, go to Flavio.
If you want the book, go to Flavio. If you want the Cliff Notes, go to Fabs. That's what it is. That's the better way to describe it there.
Ah, man. Let's see. They're saying hello to you. Harold's saying hello to you guys.
Harold, what's going on, my guy?
Hit that like button, guys. Thank you, Brick. I appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. Fabs has better collection. Yeah, exactly. All paid out of pocket. Literally every single, even this paid out of pocket. Oh man. So yeah. So I wish, you know.
You don't return it after you do the video.
Exactly. No, I don't sell it after I'm done. Let's see.
Accusations being thrown around here. Come on.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being accusation. Oh man, let's see. I've made some. Yeah, no, you know what's funny? For some reason, like my reels on Instagram never hit. I've never gotten a good one. Like right now, if you go look, my top 3 pinned are like a couple thousand, but again, they're kind of old now. But my regular views are like 200, 300. Like it's like I never get a banger. And I see, you know, I've seen like other people's videos with thousands of views. I'm like, what are you doing? So, and let me tell you, I could easily just go in there and copy like, you know, their hashtags and stuff. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like if my video doesn't do it organically or naturally,
well, in fairness,
it's not meant to be.
I don't think you're IG material, if I'm being honest with you here, because like those photos you're talking about, like those dudes are like got their cameras all set up just right. They're like vaping, blowing smoke, so the photos just that's above. That's above what you can really do, bro. You know what I mean? Like
I can blow
that's
smoke.
Some hardcore, very talented.
Me and
you
Flavio
can blow smoke. Then I'm saying. I'm just saying. I've seen some of those videos, and I'm like, "Damn, that was pretty good." I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's true.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, they go like all out with those stuff, with those pictures.
You bring a single angle to Instagram, it's like pass.
Streaming that figure of reviews, it must take him a lot of time. Yeah, I met him. I forget his name. Ah, man, Boston Collectors. I forget his name. He's the nicest guy too. I don't remember ever seeing any of his videos, but I did meet him. Very nice guy. Fabulous is Max Holloway versus ooh, good fights. You know who I want to see? You know who I want to see? I want to see the Holloway fight. That's what.
Wow, Edison Barboza too.
Yeah,
ooh, that's a stacked card.
Yep.
Definitely watch that.
Your students are very refreshing. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just try to, have fun with you guys. We don't try to tell you what to do. But if you don't listen to us, just please leave. Frank in the house is good, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. Oh my God. Look, it's my boy right here. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's see. 20K on TikTok. I'm not repeating that. Unbelievable. I don't think so. Congratulations. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Yes, guys, my God. So again, like I said, it's happening so fast. It's happening so fast, and it's really exciting. And like I said, one of those videos, my first video on TikTok right now, it's almost 600,000 views, and it just keeps like every time I refresh the page, it's just more and more and more. So I feel like it's gonna be a million pretty soon. I'm not gonna say within the next couple of weeks, but it'll be a million. It'll be my first million view video, which is gonna be very, very exciting. I just wish that TikTok paid, you know, enough. They pay, I don't know if you guys know this, but they pay 1 to 2 cents per 1,000 views. So it stinks. So you have to have like a billion followers and a billion views to make $10. Let's see. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it, Luis. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I think we're almost caught up. The thing is, you always collect the people can see that other. That's another thing. You know what I mean? I always bought what I liked. I always, as you guys know, I don't sell my stuff. I'm glad I don't sell my stuff. I was never a collector to buy and sell, and thankfully, I didn't have to be that way. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because a lot of people need to sell to be able to collect. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I personally, I'm glad that I didn't, have to end up being having to collect that way. So, being able to have what I have at this point is, I know it's a big deal. Again, it's not for anybody else to think it's a big deal, but I know it's a big deal to me. And actually one thing I've been thinking about, and it's going to happen very soon, is I'm going to contact the Guinness World Record people, and I'm going to see if there is, if somebody has broken a world record of a certain amount of 1/6 scale figures specifically. You know what I mean? Because you can have miniature, collections of 1,000 little guys, or but a 1/6 scale collection. I would love to see how many people would have over 1,000. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanna know if that would even be something that they're interested in even looking at. But I'm definitely gonna make that phone call or write that email, because it's something that I wanna be able to do if it's a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, how many people can say you're on the Guinness World Records book for blah? Not anybody, or not everybody.
When you do it though, make sure that you show them the receipts though too, bro. You know what I mean? Just in case for your figures, man, what you purchased. Because if someone wants to challenge you, but they happen to have a certain Hong Kong reseller at their disposal, and if the rumors are true, well, then they can't beat your record.
I wouldn't even. I would have never even thought of that.
That's why I'm here, bro. I'm your lawyer.
Yeah, you're a lawyer. Yeah,
the watermelon guy.
I didn't even think of that.
But hey, about time. Let's get it.
But I wanna.
We'll talk afterwards.
But I wanna. What do you call it? But I wanna definitely do that, because
it wasn't even a good setup.
Guys, 20K.
He just goes like this and shows the fruit, like
20K.
Yo, Thor, thank you for being patient. That must have been there like what, 20 minutes ago, waiting for that watermelon. Unreal.
20K. Ah, man. Thank you guys for being here. Fabs, Commander Crook. Let's see. Some of these YouTubers are trying to give collecting advice.
Facts. It's very true. Very true. And they got 3 of them for sale. For sale while giving that advice.
Got 3 of them for sale. You guys are horrible. 3 of them
for sale.
But
as they're streaming that.
Sadly, it's sadly true. It's sadly true. You have people.
What's the old term? Fake it till you make it, right?
Pretty much.
That's true.
You know,
What they say.
Crazy. I would love to see him in person, so I could be like, oh man. Let's see. Where am I? Here we go. Please tell me there's some more egg juice in that. This guy. Oh my god. Unreal. You should enjoy them. Oh, absolutely. Oh man. This
very
still
cool.
like
Very cool
again,
post.
it's crazy. It's unexpected. It's definitely I'm definitely enjoying it because it's it's not something that anybody can do or everybody can do. And in the era and in the age of social media, having followers, makes you, and I don't take that as like, oh, like, these 20K followers make me who I am. Like, absolutely not. But in this day and age of social media, people really take that to heart, and people really feel like the certain amount of followers that they have makes them who they are and gives them value. I don't think that something like, social media would make me any happier or any sad. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna it's not gonna affect my life to a point where it's gonna make me change who I am as a person. You know what I mean? But it does that to everybody. So that's another reason why, like, I'm very grounded just as a person in general. I don't let my head get too big. I don't shove anything in people's faces. I've never been that way. Even though people have told me, oh, we thought that you were, and they've looked at me in a bad light because of my collection. And so I will never understand that. So just as you get positive, you get negative, and again, I've lived through it all. This collection didn't happen within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So I've been around in the community for years, dealing with it firsthand, which is why, again, and I've said this plenty of times, it's the reason you guys don't know who I am, from anywhere, because I just was very to myself, very quiet, very private. But it got to a point where it's like, wait a minute, these guys are claiming, or all these people are claiming that they're these huge collectors and these huge. I'm like, wait a minute, like I gotta claim what's mine, and that was kind of like the mindset of it. No, I'm not even kidding. Like seriously, like
hold my beer.
No, because think about it. You're involved in a community 4 years, okay? 4 years. Behind the scenes, just watching, and all of a sudden you're exposed to like this whole world of, well, this one's got this, so he's got that, and this one's got. It's like, wait a minute, like, where's my place in this? You know what I mean? Like, I've been around before a lot of these people even knew what Hot Toys was. So what's going on? So, a lot of that went on in my head, like I need to figure something out. So that's why when I started slowly, it was just like, just here and there. But then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, nope. I was like, I got to claim what's mine. And I'm coming for it, guys. Once I hit 1 million subs, please block me. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Let's see. Especially after you applied to that post. Exactly. Yeah, he almost didn't make it, but I had to pull him by the ear and bring him in. Almost left me hanging. Oh yeah, FabsFigures, you put it in. Oh, absolutely, my friend, no problem. Yeah, guys, if you guys ever need, so he wanted to see what Django's head would look like on a clone trooper on one of the new ones. So I would have never thought of doing that ever. And so I did it. It looks amazing. It looks really, 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 really good. Like really good. And it's not, you don't have to modify the neck post or anything. You just literally pop it off, push it in, and it snaps perfectly like it belongs there. It looks beautiful. So if you guys got any ideas, actually, that's another thing, guys. I'm going to be setting up my membership on YouTube also. I don't know what perks to give you guys yet. I don't know what's available. I don't know what my options are, but I'm going to be working on that as well. And one of the perks that I definitely want to do is meet up with whatever amount of members I do have for whatever time, once a month or whatever we decide on, and to do a private get together where we could talk about anything, hang out. If for whatever reason we all have time and we want to sit there and watch a movie, we'll set up, whatever, we'll do stuff like that. We're going to do it again with you guys, on a regular stream as well. We'll just got to figure out, if it's going to be on like, what's that called? What's that streaming service? Oh my God. Not Zoom.
Like Zoom or something like that, or
not Zoom, the other one.
Skype.
Skype, yeah. So I don't know if it's going to be in like a Skype. Remember, guys, I asked you if anybody knows which program is the best to have the most people on it. Let me know, because then that's how I'll be able to have you guys all on there. If I got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 members and they all want to join, I have to be able to, to have them on, unless obviously, there's a better way, but I have to figure out, I have to figure out that. So stay tuned for that, guys, as well. No, I'm not weak. Well, yeah, you are, but your boy is unbelievable.
Sicky poo.
Sicky poo.
Hey, Fabs, when you want to do that get together and meet up, and can we watch like Legally Blonde or something like that, like for the first one or something like that?
That would be dope.
Oh my God,
I kind of have a thing for Reese Witherspoon.
I thought we were gonna watch what was that movie?
American Psycho.
One missed call.
Oh. 13 Ghosts.
Oh, that movie's nuts. I don't like that movie at all.
I know that was like one of the first scariest movies that I ever seen when I was growing up, and I was so scared.
That movie, and you know what? Cabin in the Woods. That's another sick movie.
Yeah.
Man,
it's a lot of
that junk man. Thank you for being here, my friend.
Hey, man.
Don't worry, my friend, and don't feel bad about that. We all started with one. So
start with someone. Always start with someone, bro.
Nobody, at least in the beginning, I don't think many people got multiples at once. I think they got the first one, and that's what started it all. So welcome to heroin, my friend.
The icebreaker.
Let's see. Commander Crook, you're going to start. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Very true. We all started with one, my friend. I mean, not all, but I know I did.
I guarantee your second figure will be faster than your first figure. Guarantee it.
That's true too.
And when you start getting multiples, just please quit. My ex-wife picture on the oh wow. Ooh. Yeah, but guess what? It's called responsibility. So that means that she's taking it out for a reason, probably for bills, probably for something. So if it's necessary, don't worry about collecting. You need to pay your bills. Collecting comes when you're able to do it. You don't want to not pay your bills and collect. That is the worst thing you could do. And you could easily get in trouble with this hobby because there's a lot of stuff that looks really good. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's very appealing. There's a lot of stuff that's going to make you want to say, God, I really want this. And it's very easy to say, oh, I have the money right now. Let me order this real quick. And then when bills come, that's a problem. So if your wife is doing that, I don't think she's doing it out of being malicious. I don't think she's doing it.
He said my ex-wife, bro, as an AKA.
Oh, ex, my fault. I read wife. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. That's. I see what that is. Never mind. Yeah. That's not good. That's not fun.
In fairness, it makes you feel any better, junk man. Technically, that is only one figure in 2023, with taxes and shipping. If you're lucky.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
So she's not doing two. She's not taking away two. She's only taking away one. If that helps. I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that though.
I missed the X part. I read
you were talking. I didn't want to stop you. It was like
No,
I think I should stop you.
No, yeah.
Here and just remind you there's an X
if I'm saying something crazy, just stop me so I could rethink. Let's see. The Instagram. Yeah, me too. Me too. I've never gotten. Like I said, I can't get a hit. I can't get a hit. I don't know if it's Zuck who doesn't like me because I posted a lot on Facebook that he banned me for. So maybe he's like taking it out of me on Instagram too. I don't know. 4 more years. Oh my God. God bless you, my friend. Let's see. I can get anything on TikTok. I can't get anything on TikTok. What do you mean you can't get anything on TikTok? What do you mean like anything? Like what? In what sense? Explain. and tagging trending. That's
Now.
exactly. So a lot of that stuff. So I don't use like the trending music. I use whatever music I feel like using that goes with the figure. So if it's like a clone, I use like a clone theme. If it's like a Ahsoka, I use like, you know, for the last Ahsoka, I use the Mandalorian theme. So stuff like that. Like I don't use like the funny sound clips that are popular in the moment. Like I don't use any of that. So it's not going to help me in the algorithm. But I'm going to do what I think is going to work for the video. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do it for the algorithm. I'm trying to do it for the video. You know? You keeping being real you. That's why you follow. Yeah, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I could only be me. Fake and phony will be exposed. Fake and phony will be outed. Fake and phony will always be seen immediately. You're seeing it, play out live right now in the community. People, completely getting out of the hobby. Again, you could only pretend for so much. You could only fake it for so much. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out one way, and then what happens after you're exposed and your true colors are exposed and you come out. It's the only thing that happens is now you gotta figure out how to tweak what was just exposed. So then you start looking for excuses. Oh well, because of this and because of that.
How to pick up the pieces.
Too late. Exactly. Too late. You're done. You're out. You're exposed. And it is what it is. So this is why you can't act like you're this big anything, in life in general, because life has a way of humbling you very quickly. And
Facts.
and this is why I'm speaking for myself, only. This is why I can only be the only person I can be, which is me, and that person is 100% authentic, 100%, real. There is nothing, and people, I've posted about this. People have tried to make me come off as Two-Face in my own group with my own post. Two-Face, that I flip-flop. Again, this was screenshots taken from my group and sent out to other private, groups to make me look a certain way. And again, it got back to me because, I told you guys before, I have eyes and ears in the entire community. So it always gets back to me. But this is what happened. So if I were fake, if I was, phony, if I was faking it, I would have been exposed a long time ago. A long time ago. You guys, not you guys literally, but, the community would have found one way or another to bring me down, because that's what it is. It's like the moment they see one thing, one little slip up, boom, they all come for you. Very sad, but very, very true.
Yep.
So, if you're out there faking it and trying to, I gotta come off like I'm this, like I'm that. Believe me when I tell you, if that's not who you really are, it's not worth it, because you'll be exposed eventually. People don't want anybody. People want. Here's a saying that I learned, and I think it's very true. People want you doing well, but people don't want you doing better than them. Okay? That is the one. That saying to me is like gospel. But yeah. 808. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let me try to get to you guys so we can get into some figures. People want to hear their opinions. Exactly. And it's funny you mentioned that. I'm gonna give you guys a little story on a big name. I'm not gonna say names, but a big name. That came from. I'm gonna give you the biggest hint. He came from Funko Pops. Okay, so he was in my group, and he comes. So I had posted my.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't keep it.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'd like to solve the puzzle, please.
I was like,
so listen to this, guys. It's the funniest thing. So I was super excited. I had just gotten my D23 Captain
I wanted to
America.
hit the red button.
My D23 Captain America. I was super excited. I was looking for that figure forever. Finally got it. I have it all over my group. Super happy. I just posted it. This guy had the nerve in my own group to tell me. I'm going to tell you guys what he said to me word for word.
The blasphemy.
No, listen. Oh, wait, listen. He had no idea who I was. That's the problem. That's what the problem was. Ready for this? Hey, I just reviewed that figure on my channel. It's trash.
What?
Unquote. That was his comment to me on my post of my D23 Captain America that I was super excited about. My response, you guys are ready? This is what I said. What would you like me to do with it? Would you like me to burn it? He immediately left my group.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like
never saw him again. Good riddance.
Goodbye and good riddance. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me. I'm like the one person, like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what I should think. Don't tell me what I should say. Don't tell me, like, I'm not that person to be told. I do what I want, buy what I want, sell what I want, break what I want. Like, do not, like, and I understand.
One puts baby in the corner.
Exactly. No, and I understand. Like, here's the thing, that because of this is what they do. They're so used to influencing people that don't know any better, that I'm assuming that this is how he's talked to other people in the past. And so, because I don't know if they listen, I don't know why he feels that he's entitled to do this to people or say this to people. Like, I just spent my own money on a figure that I was super happy about. And he came out of left field as if he paid for it and said, this is trash. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yo,
That's
can you imagine?
Like, he might as well drive to your house, get the figure, and throw in the trash for you.
Yeah.
That's slide a line.
So no,
He's
it's
just like,
so the disrespect.
you won't be needing this
crazy.
because I said it. I have spoken.
Like, don't mind if I do.
Don't forget to like and subscribe too.
Yeah, no, it's great. And again, I understand, because they're so used to treating people like this that they just think that anybody's just gonna be like, oh, okay, sorry, master, But it's like, not me. Like no, like, you don't know me. Like, no. Like, if you're
I know that was like 20 minutes ago, but that's still relevant as hell.
Oh man, let's see. The key is to use popular sound. Oh, there you go. See, and I knew everything has a like I said, everything has a what do you call it? Oh my God, what's the word?
Reaction?
No. What he's talking about? He's talking about the videos on like Instagram and stuff. What's the word? I can't remember the freaking word.
Algorithm?
No. Everything had, like, every platform has its ways of picking up videos bringing videos to the algorithm. Oh man, I can't think of the word, but anyway. But yeah, I figured, depending on the platform, it requires certain things to make the video that much more popular. But I don't even bother. I know it does, but I'll doing reels. Yep. Jonathan. I don't like watching full reviews. If I don't have the figure, want that for, yeah. Well, that's why. Well, number one, I never watch reviews just in general, and now, never watching them. I didn't get used to watching them in the first place. So when I get my figure, which is a lot of the times, if you guys notice, when I make my videos, I miss on a lot of stuff because a lot of the times I don't even open the manuals. You know what I mean? I don't open the manuals at all. 99% of the time.
It's been a while since I opened up a manual. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. No.
Unless I get really, really stumped, then I'll open up the manual. Because those manuals aren't exactly worth what they're printed in there.
Right, exactly. So
Right.
that's why I never open my manuals, unless same thing. Unless I'm like stuck with something, I'm like, where does this, how does this go? Where does this go? How does it, go in? Then I'll open it. So even with the even with the figure, I never open a manual. So that's why, again, if you guys have watched my videos and you guys, oh, he didn't mention this or he didn't see that, it's because either I forgot about it or I don't know about it. You know what I mean? Because it's just, I just want to tell you about the figure, the meat. I don't care about, the hand and the foot, and I don't care about that.
For me personally, when it comes to reviews, I try to stay away from them as much as possible because I agree with what Gamba said there. Like, I want to experience that for myself. The only time I will sit down and watch a review is if it's something I'm on the fence about, and like I don't know how to feel about it because maybe I didn't like the original promo photos for it when it was up for pre-order, or if it's maybe like not a character I'm completely crazy about. But if it's something that like I absolutely know that I want it, like I'd rather not look at it at all. I'd rather just, experience it at home though. Because more importantly, like if something necessarily is maybe someone has a problem with a certain thing about the figure, like, oh well, the head sculpt doesn't look like the promo photos or something like that. What That's your opinion. That's not my opinion. I mean, I might like it the way it is. You may not feel that way. You may be making excuses because you don't want to buy it, even though you told everybody you're going to pre-order it when it first was announced. Whatever your reasons may be, I don't know. But for me personally, like at this point, I have so many figures. Like I need to feel surprised. I need to have something that like I know little about, other than the fact that, oh, this is a character I like. I like the way it's designed. I want to buy this at some point. But if it's something where like, man, this figure came out and I kind of like it, but I'm not sure, I'll watch a review. And then I'll be like, okay, now that I've seen that, I feel better about it. Now I'll go pick this up. Does that make sense? That's kind of how I like to do it here. Because I just feel like if you take away the experience of like opening the box for yourself by watching a full-on like heavy duty review, to the T, then it's just like you taking that away from me, and I'm the one spending that money. It's helpful. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, but I feel like I worry sometimes that collectors worry too much what other people think of what you should be buying as opposed to what you want to buy for yourself. I worry about that sometimes. I just feel like sometimes, I feel people are kind of going with the flow because everybody else is doing it. But I feel like people are either missing out on a figure that they really like, but they're afraid that other people may not like that figure as much as them. And they're worried about kind of being judged by that. Or the other people who like, yeah, I'm going to buy it because this guy's going to buy here. But then you're immediately the first person to sell that figure because it just doesn't fit your collection or what you're going for, your focus. So yeah, I just like keep the reviews to a minimum, good, bad, or ugly. If I like it, that's all that matters. And that's all I'm going to go. That's going to just go in my gut. And whether other people like my figure or not, cool. Well, you didn't help me pay for it. So I'm going to be happy exactly with me buying it because I bought it with my own money. So that's just how I feel about it these days. But I used to worry about what other people thought of my collection, but now I can give two shits.
What about you, Flavio? What's the reasoning behind you watching unboxings and reviews if you do?
For me, mainly it's just just getting a better understanding of what to expect as far as like for example, that new Ahsoka. A lot of people were saying that they were having problems with the elbows and stuff. Just like to see how much people mess around with their figure on camera and see how much what it can take. That's why I usually like watching the sideshow first looks when they first preview the figure or whatnot. I just like to see visually what the figure looks like besides the promo photos. But besides that, I could care less. I want to make my full, representation of the figure when I actually get it and the feel of it rather than, somebody else telling me what it is, like you guys said. But pretty cool,
Hector in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the congrats, my friend. Haters only hate absolutely. And that's another thing. I don't I'm not
Well
envious of
said.
anybody.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not envious of anybody. I'm not jealous of anybody. There's nothing, there's absolutely nothing that anybody else in literally anywhere, whether it's YouTube, whether it's, Facebook, whether it's anywhere. There's not a single person that I look at and go, "Oh my God, I wish I was doing what they're doing." Not a single one. Not a single one. I feel like when people do that, when people, look for, oh yeah, I wish I was this, or I wish I was where he's at, or I feel like what happens is you end up focusing on not yourself, but everything else. Instead of focusing on your own goals and your own stuff, you're worried about other people's stuff. And when you're worried about other people's stuff, what's happening? You're not worried about you. So
Right.
nothing's happening with you
Yeah.
because you're worried about everybody else. That's why somebody's doing cool. God bless. But to be jealous and to be, envious and to be bitter, or to be
You're
for
using
what?
the energy for the wrong reason
Yeah,
at that
for
point.
what? No, but for what? For what? What can somebody be doing that I can't do, or I can't, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not something that, like, I don't limit myself. I don't, it's crazy, but I don't, that's another, and it's very important not to be envious and jealous about anything, because that's all negativity in your own body, in your own heart, in your own soul, that doesn't bring you
Right.
anywhere good,
Instead of thinking that you could have it too, or if
Correct.
not better.
Correct. Instead of being positive, being, all you're focusing is negativity, and that's all you're going to
It's
get in return is negativity.
easier because it's
Right.
easier. That's why. Misery
Absolutely.
loves company.
Absolutely. We were talking about, so the guys and I today earlier, we were talking about something, and I said something, and I wasn't going to say, I'm not even going to bother because it's not even worth it. Let's see. I feel the same as being there. Thank you. And it's like there's a bunch of us. There's a bunch of us that have been collecting, behind the scenes, just quietly minding our own business, not posting,
Mhm.
Anywhere near as much as and it's funny because if you notice, a lot of people who post a lot are the ones who don't have much. You know what I mean? And the reason why that happens is because they love the little bit that they have so much, and they appreciate it so much, and they're so happy about their little few figures that they have, that they want the world to see their, 5, 6, 7, 8 figures. So they're all in your face about it. They'll post, in every single group, just that makes them happy. You know what I mean? But then you got the ones that don't have anything, don't post anything, and all they do is bash. All you see is just bashing in the community. Everything is negative, negative, negative. But they never post a single thing. They never post a single figure. They never post anything. So those, oh man, those are the worst.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
There's a lot of them.
Remember, Metacom would go against Sacho, how to Metacom, Enterbay, Blitzway, all those figures back then were like going against each other. That's all you had to buy, at least. Metacom, I don't know what happened to Metacom. Can we watch me? This guy, he'll bring the. Let's see. Sideshow and Metacom. Yep. Metacom. You're still in. No, we're definitely doing that, Carlos. I'm definitely not forgetting about that. We're definitely, because that's gonna be a blast. That's gonna be so much fun being backstage with all you guys watching movies. It's gotta be a lot of fun. Let's see. What about you crazy? I heard somebody in the community did that. I don't know who it was, but apparently they did a 24-hour stream.
Wow.
I was like, are you kidding me? I don't know why you would ever do that, but that's insane.
An all-night bender?
Hey guys, did you get the Marshall's 66? No, I didn't. So what happened was I thought I had pre-ordered it and I didn't. So when it started shipping, I messaged Kid and I was like, Kid, when's my order coming? He said, you didn't order it. I said, what? So I ended up not getting it. So what's happening is the second batch that's coming that's on pre-order now, I'm getting one of those. The reason I didn't pre-order it apparently is because I figured that Hot Toys is going to make that Joker, and they are 100%. just not anytime soon, apparently, or at least not yet. So the only reason why I decided to get him now, two reasons. Number one, we're getting 3 head sculpts. Hot Toys is not going to give us 3. They'll give us 2, definitely not 3. Number 2, he looks so good that I was like, you know what? I need him right now. So that's it. He just looks good. I say we have a cookout. Oh, man, can you imagine? I have a pool in the backyard. In-ground pool, guys. So you're all welcome if you guys are in New York. That'll be fun.
That's cool. Fancy in New York. Not many people get in-ground pools.
It's fancy.
Everybody can bring their 6-scale figures in Ziploc bags.
I have in-ground pool with a jacuzzi and a waterfall. So
and a waterfall. This guy.
And a waterfall. Holy crap.
Bring your favorite figure, and we're
I don't even think the Bronx Zoo has a waterfall.
I'm bringing Scuba Steve. I'm bringing Scuba Steve. There you go.
We're gonna do pool racing. Okay.
Unreal.
We're gonna do laps. Whichever figure wins is the 13 Go. Yeah, 13 Go is a great movie. All right, guys. So we're gonna get into some third parties real quick since it's all we have. So this is one figure that we have by SSR. I don't own any of these Batman figures. I've never liked them. I don't like the way they, and I know they're supposed to be this specific type of, artists, and they're very popular and they're very, very expensive. I saw one previously before this was announced. I think retail was like $700. I was like, what? So I don't know who's buying this, but guys, what do you think? Oh, wait, hold on one second. Brian in the house. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Collecting should be fun. Exactly. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here also. Celebrating with us. So I don't know, guys. I don't, these aren't appealing to me. It's not something that I would ever buy. It's not something that it's like, oh, wow, like this is, cool. It is different. But it's not for me. What about you? I'm going to start with Flavio. What do you think of this? Would you get this? Have you thought about getting this? Have you seen them before?
You said this is 6 scale?
Yeah, this is 6 scale SSR.
I like the way that it looks, but I mean, I don't think that it would really tie in to like my display for DC if I was going for anything like that, just because to me, this seems more like comic book or like, artist rendition, kind of like you said. But I do like the way that he looks. I like the suit, like the gray and the black, the muscle, the beefy look, and the way that he's all angry in the cowl. But I don't know anything about SSR. I haven't even really seen like all the detail or anything, but off of first looks, I like the way that, it looks for the Cape Crusader.
Yeah, see, Dilo, what about you? What do you think of this?
Well, I mean, I've seen these for a long time now. This isn't necessarily news. I think this is like another version of something that's been out for a couple of times now. I mean, they always add something new to the existing figure, but it's still the same figure. For me, as a diehard Batman fan, especially, this is the only comic I've ever read in my life. True story, guys. I don't read comics. I'll watch like an animated movie or something like that, but I never read the comics. This one I read the comic for. It's my favorite because it's my only one. So the Dark Knight Returns, such a good such a movie, such a good comic. But once I did some research and looked at the price, I was like, no, I'm out. Sorry. That's
how much is this?
Absolutely not. I'm a diehard Batman fan. What like Fab says, like some of these like retail for like $700. I've seen something go as low as like $400 and stuff like that. But
the last one available last year for pre-order was $700. I was like, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah, I've seen ridiculous numbers, and as much as of a diehard Batman fan is, like when I look at my collecting, I used to think every figure I got, it will be with me forever. When I first started, so I wasn't very particular. I'll buy stuff loose. I'll get the regular version. I'll do this, that, or everything that rules-wise we tell you today don't do. I used to do it because I said it doesn't matter because I'm never going to sell this figure.
Right.
And then, a couple years of fast forward. And again, this is not a Fabs problem. This is a D-Lo problem. Things will change. My focus will change. I'll get bored, whatever. And then I'll go out there and I will present my figures to the masses. Here, you guys, goes for sale. And then when I put out the price of what I want for it, then I realize, well, sorry, I want the shipper. I wish this was the deluxe. I wish it was this here. So you have to understand, in the back of when you're investing in some of these figures here, especially something as high end as this, you got to look to see if like, hey, if this is even a thought runs through your head that one day you may get rid of this thing, then you got to be prepared to realize there's not many people who are going to want this from you here. Now I'm already talking about this figure as if I bought it and I'm ready to sell it. Don't get me wrong, guys. But I'm saying what I think about these days is I'm thinking about like, listen, I'm paying $700 for this figure. I'm one person that I know that will have this figure in their collection for $700. And if I ever change my mind on this figure, I am stuck with this figure or I'm going to get hit for a big loss with this figure. So for me, instead of going through the withdrawals or the frustration down the road when I know I'm not going to get what I pay for it, I just say no. Just say no. Because at that point, that $700 I can use on other things that I know that I would like. They'll stay in the collection. And if for some reason
multiples for 700, not just one.
Yeah.
Right. I can listen. I can army build whatever I want to do with that money there. But at the same time, you always, for me personally, like you always got to be prepared. Like, hey, if God forbid the worst happens and you need to leave the hobby, like you don't want to have the most expensive stuff on the block. You want to have the stuff that can easily move. Almost like, when you're buying a house, like it's great to have a nice house, but if let's say you have the nicest house in the neighborhood and you're the most expensive, yours is going to be the one that sells last. Right. So I kind of use that same kind of thinking as well too when I get my figures. Like I love them all. They're all coming home for a reason because I like them, but I never get too attached to the point of where like, oh, I'll do something stupid. Like again, buy something loose because I may be okay with that, but the next person who wants my figure, they may not want to buy it from me because I don't have all the pieces to it and they want all that stuff. The completion is part of it there. People will legitimately not buy a figure because of a brown shipper that you only get in the States. No one else in the world gets these shippers, but we get them. And if we're selling them, oh, no shipper, it's kind of a deal breaker.
Right. Yeah.
Would you take $25 less? So it's like,
crazy.
Unfortunately, when you're thinking about getting a figure, you almost have to think about the next person that may inherit this figure from you down the road. So,
true.
Yeah.
For this right here, $700, no, I'm good because no one else will buy this for me.
Exactly. Not for 700 used.
No,
for that you can almost get a DeLorean. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Can you? No, that's why I mean,
unreal.
God bless you, whoever loves these and whoever buys them. It is what it is. Nobody's gonna tell you what you should buy and not buy, but to pay for something like this, $700, man, you better be a diehard fan because God bless you, man.
Or hope that Inart comes out with it.
This is for Gabby, my friend. Good luck with school. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it for being here. Let's see who else we got in here. That was geeking out. That 124. Oh wow, that's insane. I did hear. I don't know who it was, but I heard there was some channel that did 20. I was like, what? I'm gonna bring Aquaman. He's like, I'm gonna bring Aquaman.
There you go.
You have a pool girl? No, I do not. Do you know somebody I could hire? Unreal. Dope looking figure though. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It looks like a old cranky Batman to me. I don't know.
Oh no, it's great. I mean, straight up ripped out of the comic there, but
I want to see that comic.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I know it looked familiar.
I don't know anything about the Batman, but it's not appealing to me. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh, this looks cool. Like, I don't know. It never did. And at that price, even worse. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Definitely don't need that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Camaro, I've been collected. Ooh, nice.
Wow. Since I was born.
My God. You were born 95?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
95, I was in like 5th grade. Unreal.
It's crazy.
Damn.
My God. You're my son.
A youngin.
Oh, just killed him.
Oh, oh no, Edison Barbosa.
He said just killed him, man. Oh my God. The shipper buy question is always a joke to me. Yeah, exactly. No, but people are very, very like me, for example. If you don't have a shipper, depending on what figure, I'll take it. If you don't have the shipper, I will not take the figure. I don't know what it
So
is.
at least you're honest. At least you're honest about that. You're one of those guys I was talking about.
Well, no. I absolutely because so when I started, guys, I had no idea, about the shippers. I threw away. You guys don't know how many shippers I threw away. And the only reason why I stopped was because I think it was when I was reselling that first Batman I sold. The guy was like, "Oh, do you have the shipper?" And I was like, "No," because it came in the shipper. So I'm like, "That's just what it came in. Like it's a garbage." So the guy's like, "Oh, you have the shipper?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No." I was like, "No. Why would I?" In my head, I'm like, I said no, but I was like, "Why would I?" It's a freaking, He's like, "Oh no." He goes, "I really need the shipper." He goes, "I can't." He goes, "I can't buy the figure." He goes, "Unless you lower, you give me it for, or he gave me a different amount." And that right
It's
there,
true. I've had this combo.
no, listen, and that right there was like, wait a minute. That was my moment when I was like, and again, this happened when I had already thrown out like 10. Okay. And I was like,
That's not so
oh,
bad.
no, but it was, it's like all the Avenger stuff, like the first Avenger stuff. So I was like, oh my God, I've been throwing away all these boxes. And now if I go resell them, I'm going to lose money on these. I was like, what the hell? Never threw away a box ever again. Even my third parties,
You can't.
I have them in
You
there.
really can't.
Right. Exactly. So that was my lesson. I was throwing up shippers like crazy. I had no idea that was, that was meaningful. And
That was a thing.
I ended up having to give a discount over that shipper, and I never threw a shipper ever again away. SSR Deluxe 370. They could keep it.
Wow.
The SSR Batman 300 was they could keep it. Born in 95. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I was in 5th grade in 95. Wow. Talk about ruining my life. Let's see. Oh, one more thing, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but thanks. Shout out to Bobby. 16. What the hell is his name? Just so I can
Junkie?
get it right.
16
Junkie. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Just blanked out. So again, I don't watch this group. I don't watch this guy. I told you guys that after my third product of buying from him or from that company, which was Jazz Inc. I was done with them. So I own their BVS Batmobile Deluxe. I own their Vulture and I own their 66. I'm done. I am not buying anything from them ever again. But according to Bobby, and apparently he made an announcement today. I don't know if you guys watch. If you guys did, let me know in the chat. He's getting into 1/6 scale figures, apparently. I don't know if it's true. Apparently, again, Bobby told me that this is what he was saying. So it must be true. I didn't see it, myself. So again, I'm just repeating what Bobby told me. Again, shout out to Bobby for the news. That's what I mean, guys. If you guys have any news, just let me know. I'll talk about it on the show. Bobby always fills me in with stuff that he knows I don't pay attention to. And he tells me for this reason exactly to tell you guys, because he knows that it doesn't affect me because he knows how I feel about the company. But for you guys, so if you guys are hearing this first or you guys did hear about it, let me know in the chat if it's something that is interesting to you guys, if it's something that you guys would be excited about. Apparently, he's making figures that Hot Toys is not going to be making. So I guess he's going to be a line filler for Hot Toys. But I don't know how good that's going to be, because think about it. Okay, and I'm going to give you my personal experience with their product. The BVS Batmobile, decent product. When you get that in hand, um, it is what it is. It's just vehicle. It's there's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing that blows your mind about it. It's very cheaply put together. I don't know if you guys know, but the tires of a lot of these vehicles went flat. A lot of them. Mine didn't, thank God, but a lot of them did. Right. So then that was just
How does
the
a figure's tires go flat? They made them out of real rubber or something?
That's what I was telling Bobby. I don't know what
I've-
the hell they did, but if they put air in them, it's
Like
flat now.
you being
You can't
serious? Like
refill
that's
it.
like you're not
No, no,
making
no.
that up right now? Like for real, like flat
I
tires
would
on
not.
a
I would not.
six-figure vehicle?
That's crazy.
I would not be lying about like that, something like that on YouTube, because this could easily get back to him and he's gonna be like he's lying. You know what I mean? And so I would not lie about that stuff
That's
at all.
wild.
Yeah,
No,
I would not make
I'm
that
shocked.
up, especially about him, because I don't have an issue with him at all. He's the nicest guy. He means well. It's just his products, in my opinion, the things that I own of him, every single time I've gotten them, disappointed. My favorite out of the three things that I own from them is the Vulture. The Vulture figure, because it was the wings are what make that figure number one. Number two, I believe they use real leather on the jacket, but that figure, since I got it, I've never bent the elbows. I never bent anything on it because it and apparently you can bend everything. I just never did because it looked a little too cheap, like the mechanism, like that exoskeleton that goes around, his body, where the elbows bend and the knees bend and all that stuff. Like, I was afraid it was going to break because, again, it feels very, very cheap. The only thing that makes that figure is the wings. Period, point blank, nothing else. So having that, that's why I bought the Toys Era Vulture as well, to be able to display with the Michael Keaton head sculpt. But that one's staying by itself, away from everything. So that's the second thing. The third one was my 1966 Batmobile. I was super excited about this thing. I was like, oh, this, they're licensed now. Remember, they're licensed by DC
Warner
now,
Brothers.
Warner Brothers. So they're a licensed company. There should be no excuse to get crappy product. If I showed you guys my 1966 Batmobile, you'd be like, why did you even pay for that? And again, he offered to give me a full replacement, free shipping, like for me to ship this back. He said, I'll pay for the shipping. Just because it was already, my third strike, it was already, I was over it. I was like, I don't even want to bother. It is what it is. To wait. How he goes like, I got it in December. No, I got it in November. He said he was going to give me a replacement in like January. I was like, I just got this thing. I don't want to have to ship this huge box back. I was like, just, it is what it is. So he gave me $150 partial refund for it, and that was it.
It was
So
nice
my
of him.
question, no, again, my issue is not a personal issue with him whatsoever. He's a nice guy. Again, he means well.
Right. This is more of a quality concern you have, right? Like, that's where you're going with this there. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not about a personal thing. It's just from what I own specifically. I don't own anything from him that's from Star Wars. I don't own anything from him that's from anything else but the three items that I mentioned. That's the only thing I'm speaking of, and that's the only thing that I have. But my question for you guys is, Dilo, you first. How do you feel about them getting into 1/6 scale figures, and do you own anything of theirs, or not?
Good question on both of them. I'll start with the first one. Do I own anything from them? I currently do not make enough money to buy anything from them. You have to be in a certain tax bracket to afford that
That's
stuff.
a fact, though.
So
Wait. So before you continue, that's another good point. I didn't even bring that up.
Price point.
You're paying about $1,400. Okay, so both Batmobiles were at least $1,300 each, at least. Okay, and the Vulture was about 600 and change, maybe 700, whatever it was. you're paying more than what you would pay for a Hot Toys vehicle. Okay. Price and a half almost. And the quality is nowhere near there.
Well, I think that's where it
that's
comes
what
down
hurts.
to for me, though, Faz. I mean, because you mentioned the Vulture was 600. The Vulture, and also let's remember this. Put this in perspective here. So that was obviously a really high tech figure. It was also their first.
No, it wasn't a high tech figure. The wings were the only thing that were high tech. Everything else was very generic.
But
that's my point.
I know what you're saying, but I mean, the high tech part I'm referring to is the wings. I understand that.
That's it.
The figure may be cheap, but if I'm not mistaken, there's like 2 other third-party companies making them right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Toys R Us is released, and the other one's released too.
Right. So, and I didn't get either one of those there, just because Hot Toys teased us again that they were going to do it. So, like an idiot, I'm still here waiting for that. But at the same time, I know their price points were a lot lower than the Jazz Inc. version of the Vulture there. And also, all 3 of them they have in common is they're unlicensed, right? So if this is true and they're gonna dabble into Warner Brother products, number one, you're paying for the licensing costs of that figure off the top, number one. And then also, the one thing you can say that's a positive, it will be limited. This will be a true limited figure, right? Because I don't know Joe's like perfect myself personally, but it seems to be a really small operation. So there's only so much he can manufacture. So that's a positive as a collector. But the question is going to be, to your point, man, the Vulture, the body was a little funny. Now we're going into head sculpts, right? And I've heard enough about your experience with Jazz Inc. that the quality and detail is not really there, and there's a lot of imperfections, a lot of stuff that you've purchased in the past. I mean, again, that's your experience. Other people may say, "Well, my experience is different than Fabs," and that's fair. That's fair. Everybody's going to have a different one, but I think that's going to be a problem when we're all pre-ordering the same figure, and we're all expecting to get the same thing. And if anybody knows anything about that kind of stuff, every single one is going to be different. There is going to be some slight variations. Some that people will be fine with. Some people will, burn it and crucify it online and post all the pictures of how bad the figure is and all that stuff like that there. So does this attract me as a collector? Do I want to buy something from Jazz Inc.? If they decide to go forward with this and they're going to start making the products, for me the answer is no. It's going to be and I'll tell you why. It's not because there's anything wrong with Jazz Inc. Prices I know will be high. They'll be comparable, probably, if not maybe a little bit higher than a Hot Toy version if they were to make it. Now I know they're going to be making other figures that Hot Toys will not make, but for me, if I'm going to pay a certain kind of money, then the quality needs to match the cost. So if they knock it out the water, I'll eat my words after what I say right here. But if it's not Hot Toys quality, or dare I even say in art these days, then no, I'm not gonna put that kind of money down, whatever the price is. Now, if it's something on the more affordable end of things here, and this is gonna help me fill out a collection, I might give it a shot. But I know that's not gonna be the case, because Jazz Inc.'s history shows you that they don't do the bargain, they do the high end. So yeah, I'd rather not. Oh my Lord. I'm going to shut up right now.
Michael in the house. What's going on?
Where did this guy come from? Oh my gosh.
It's like a prize fight putting that kid to bed. You know what I mean? It's to left, it's right.
You look like you've gone 12 rounds. You got a little bit of peach fuzz there. He hasn't opened his eyes since he joined the stream, ladies and gentlemen. His eyes haven't even opened yet. He's just still... He's going through PTSD of like rocking the cradle back and forth over here. Like, what's going on? Mike, how the hell are you, pal?
Look at the warehouse in the back.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, you know what? If you think that's bad, please, you can't even walk down in my basement right now.
Jeez.
But so let me tell you what we're talking about. So I don't know if you were listening backstage, but apparently Jazz Inc. now is getting into into 1/6 scale figures. Apparently, they're gonna be doing figures that Hot Toys is not gonna be doing. So I guess line filling. So, what do you think of that? Is that something that you would be interested in? Does it excite you? And do you own anything from Jazz Inc?
No, I'm not excited. Their Vulture I didn't get, but it didn't look that great.
See, exactly. I just literally talked about it, and it's not the only thing I like about
You
that
have
Vulture
it?
is the only thing I like is the wings. That's it.
It's a big, heavy, clunky mess,
That's
right?
it. That's all it is. It's just the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and then where would you display that giant thing?
Well, I have it on top of a detail that's so it's like 4 details in a row. So I have it like this with the wingspan across the details.
4
That's the
details
only way to
go.
long.
This is
Wow.
That's crazy.
3.
3 details.
Three?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I have
ridiculous.
it in the middle, and then I have the wings sticking on each side of one more each. So 3 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wings, I also bought the Toys R Us one, and the wings. The wings is what makes that whole figure. The wings, like the Toys R Us wings, are like this big. The Jazz Inc. wings are like this wide. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a huge difference in the wings, and that's what makes the figure. The Vulture figure is all about the wings and the helmet. That's it. Period.
Mhm.
So that's what they needed to knock out of the park, and they did. But besides that, everything else, that whole exoskeleton on the figure is trash. It looks flimsy as hell. Looks like it's gonna break at any moment. So that's the only thing that I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
So but it's too expensive.
Just to wrap up
for
what
it.
I was saying there, dude, it was just like
Right.
to put a bow on what I was saying this here is I won't buy it, but what I hope that comes out of this here is that Hot Toys gets off their butts and starts giving DC some more love there, because there are so many figures that they absolutely should have made that they have not done yet. I am still waiting for a Suicide Squad 2 version of Harley. There should have, I don't know how you do not make that figure. You got a piece. And also, what's the other one? The one that Idris Elba is. What's his name? It's not Deadshot.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Thank you. Yeah, Bloodsport. Like, how do you miss big figures like that? Like, I know DC is a shit show right now as far as like the movies are concerned, but collectives have always supported DC Hot Toys figures. Period.
Right.
Like, we always buy those figures there. So,
And remember,
so
they made
I don't
Will
know what
Smith.
that is.
Remember
What happened?
What's his name? Deadshot. When they made Will Smith's Deadshot, that figure did all right.
I love that figure. That's a great
Yeah.
figure. I have it right now in my background. I love that figure. So, I mean, for me, it's just like, listen, as much as I love the Dark Knight trilogy, I get it. You guys feel comfortable, safe with that there. Like, dude, like, do other Batman stuff. I mean, they're doing better now. Batman and Robin from Batman Forever just came out. That wasn't that great of a figure. You guys clearly put a lot of effort into that there. I wouldn't mind you guys going back and doing was it Batman and Robin? I think the next one with George Clooney is, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Do that one. Do that one next, man, and get the better. But yeah,
He's doing.
I mean,
He's doing that Batmobile right now, right? That Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
one?
I did see the photo. That I don't want that. I never liked that Batmobile.
It's too.
No, it's my least favorite
Over the
Batmobile.
top.
Yeah, it's too flashy. I think you know what I
it
mean.
was too like.
Too lit up. Too much lights.
Yeah.
I don't think
DJ
It
a
was like a
budget to make a
McDonald's
car,
like
it would look
Happy Meal
you know what I mean?
toy.
Neon lights and all that.
DJ.
So
DJ.
bad. You know,
Flavio, what about you? Would you be excited if Jazz Inc. Started making figures at all?
No, not at all. Just no bashing on any of the companies, but I don't own any Jazz Inc. But I feel like for me, it's just I learned a lesson with in art, so to say. You know what I mean? Like everybody's saying, "Oh, they're gonna be the new kids on the block taking over." You know what I mean? Making some revolutionary stuff, but. I still don't even have my in-art Joker in hand. And from everything that I've seen is like, the price point that they were asking for, again, not bashing any of the companies, but I feel like they're a little bit, over the top for the quality that you're getting for Hot Toys and the price point that they're throwing out. I feel like Jazz Inc., so to speak, would do the same thing in a way. You know what I mean? They make these ultra realistic or try to make the most realistic material for all of their vehicles and all the releases that they have done, but are they going to follow the same footsteps that InArt has done and just put it on top of a custom but regular body? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Hot Toys, they put the work in from the ground up. They change every body for whatever release it is. And I don't think any other companies besides, you know, maybe these upcoming third-party companies like that are giving us this good quality, like So Toys and all those other companies like that. I feel like those guys, if anybody, would have the chance to actually do it because they're actually in that line of work, rather than it being a company that's making authentic things, but they're niche things. They're one-off things or things that Hot Toys isn't really going for. So I feel like when they dibble and dabble into 1/6 and trying to jump in and take over all the figures, it's going to be like, they're giving us all of these really, really expensive kit bash third-party pieces and, you know, realistic die cast pieces, but it's just on top of a regular body. So I don't know. I feel like it'll be interesting to see what they come out with, because I feel like still the way that I'm thinking, I feel like Hot Toys, if there's a pattern in the way that they release stuff, even if they say they're working on stuff that Hot Toys won't release, I feel like it could give us kind of an inkling on what could come from Hot Toys in the future. So that's all.
One thing I wanted to talk about, you know, regarding Commander Crook's comment here. What I find incredible and what I find, you know, mind-blowing is how people speak on the InArt Joker as if it was the best thing in the world right now. Obviously I don't have it in hand. I've seen plenty of pictures by now. I've seen videos by now. You know, all those InArt videos,
bro.
And yeah, I've seen delos. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to say, again, I don't have it in hand, so I can't really fully say. But again, just from what I've seen, my problem is how people talk about this figure as if it was the best thing in the world, as if Hot Toys didn't exist, as if Hot Toys never made anything better than that piece of crap. As if Hot Toys,
It's that piece of crap.
you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my point is, companies like that, okay? Any company in general, just in general, period. You can't just assume, and I've told you guys this from the beginning, you can't just assume because they're involved in something else that they're going to be great at something else. Like, it doesn't work that way. And you're living it right now with this Joker that turned out to be garbage because of, you know, that base. What's really sad, though, again, is how people defend the company's issues. That is what, to me, it's like, we're like, whoa. I love Hot Toys more than any other company in the world right now regarding collectibles. I'm not going to call out Hot Toys when they mess up.
Right.
You bet your ass I'm going to call them out. You think I'm here defending, you know, Hot Toys when they mess up? Absolutely not. This company came out with one figure, and there's people defending it like they've been around for 30 years. It's insane. It's insane.
It is hilarious. You're right. Like, I hear, like, I'm sure, like, some of those people in the comments, when someone has like this post going on about this InArt Joker situation, I bet you half of those guys don't even got theirs yet. I bet you half of them don't even have it, but they're still defending the hell out of it. Like, it's.
Well, don't you think it's
like
the guys
you know,
who didn't have the Hot Toys Joker? You know, let's be honest.
That
Hot Toy Joker was really good. There's a reason.
Thank you.
It went up in the
like
it
it had legs. I mean, honestly, like, even when I got into it, I went backwards to go pick it up at one point, and I was just like,
I wanted to.
wow,
It was way too.
this is really good. I spent about $800 on that Joker, that Hot Toys Joker back in the day. I spent it happily. I didn't care.
No, people were.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
Yeah, people were dying for.
I was in the comic store and I saw it. First time I ever saw it in person live. I almost like dropped my jaw, and I just pulled up my credit card. Swear to God.
Because you can make 2 figures out of it, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
that's
for
like
sure.
the holy
For sure.
grail.
But I mean, here's the thing though. Like this in-art thing, it's not about in-art, guys. It's not about the figure. Listen, I have it in hand. It's a good figure. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let this go on and say, like, you know, hey, this is a piece of shit. No, it's a good figure, guys. I have it. I have problems with it. It's not a perfect figure. Everybody's allowed, especially on your first figure, not to knock it 100% out the park. Correct. But it's definitely not going to be something that's like, you know, it's going to be fair to judge it just on the one there. But I think the concern that Fabs probably has, and a lot of people, is like, but if this becomes a trend, like, you know, this is figure number 1, if figure number 2 has problems, and 3 and 4, well, then that's just your reputation. That's your reputation. You're not what you said you are. And I think, quite honestly, so many people are burnt out from Hot Toys and burnt out from the changes that Hot Toys makes with their business, you know, tactics, 2.0s, reissues this. I mean, I got Mike right to my left of me here. If I'm talking to anybody specifically, you know, Mike can back me up on this one here. Look at it. He's ready to grow his beard even thicker just thinking about this here. You know what I mean? So he's, you know, he's going any longer in the stream.
Forever, right?
I want Mike on the 24-hour stream whenever you decide you want to do this, Fabs. I mean, Mike's the guy for this one here. He's going to be here like
but
trash. You know,
but going back to Commander Crook, that's not to Commander Crook, to Mike's point. I was thinking about that also. I'm like, these people, I can guarantee you, all these people saying what they're saying about in-art, most likely, and 99.9% sure, they don't have the Joker, the last Joker that was made. And I can guarantee you that.
Here's the funny thing, because so for those who don't know or didn't see when I got my in-art Joker, I had a problem with I was one of the first people that had a problem with the base, the magnetic base. That's the, you know, everybody talks about there, right? So I had mine, and it started tilting over, right? And I shared photos of that in the community, in the group, and there was one guy specifically who was giving me a hard time and saying like, "Oh, learn how to pose."
Your fault. Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's user error, obviously. And you know, listen, I'm not a polished guy. Sometimes I speak my mind without thinking. I'll admit it there. But you know, I tried my best, you know, to be sweet. I was neutral. Hey, okay, thanks for helping me out. Can you show me a picture?
Yeah, okay. That never happened.
You show me.
He said, D'Lo saying, "Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, okay."
No doubt, but you know what?
User error.
Say that because that was the one and only time I did that. And after that, I'm like, fuck all you guys. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But that time I did attempt it there. And the dude was just like, he sends a picture and his new in-art Joker where's the base? Doesn't have it. It's not on a base. I'm like, how is this helping me right now, pal? You just shitted on me because my base doesn't work because I'm using my base that came with my figure. They spent a lot of money
and he's not even using it.
And you're not even using it there, right? I was like, wow, okay.
Wasn't that something else we noticed? Like a bunch of people, a bunch of YouTubers, weren't you guys saying that we're using other bases?
Like there was what's his name? The
Don't
Fox
say names.
Kid. What's his name? Oh, I can't say it. It rhymes with box. It rhymes with boxification.
This guy.
But
it's got, oh man, he wants all the smoke.
After hours. After hours.
The
meme. But anyway, the dude's rocking a stand on his in-art Joker right now. Okay, so I mean, I know I'm not the only one. I know it wasn't like user error.
No, but explain like the whole thing, like the whole base thing.
So briefly into the magnet, there's 2 magnets on this base here. You got to line it just right, or else, you know, there's a possibility that there's very expensive figure is going to tip over, right? So I read my manual, which you guys already heard me say, unless I don't know what I'm doing,
Very one-angled.
I'm going to read the damn manual. I read this manual because this is the first in-art Joker I've ever had, in-art anything. So I put him on the damn magnet. All right, put it here. Cool, should be good. It lasted like 3 days after I did that. So it went from 1 day to 3 days. So I'm getting more time out of my base, right?
So it took him 3 days this time to base jump.
Yeah, exactly. basically. But after I did the third time, I was like, screw it. I'm gonna get a normal, regular base. Okay. It sucks. I know that's part of the price of what I paid for this here, and I'm not using it. But what I'm going with this here is like there's so many people who I am critiquing the hell out of your display of your in-art, and I see where I'm looking at the feet of your Joker. Okay. And I'm gonna follow up with every one of those people I see. And in like 3 to 4 days, like, hey, just checking in. Did it tip over yet? Did it tip over? How come you didn't put that in there? How come you didn't post it tipping over? Huh? Fake news. Fake news, pal. That's exactly where my feet were at.
It's
That's exactly where my feet were at. So,
but I'm saying you said that they were using different bases and defending the original figure. Did you not? Wasn't it the story you told me?
I don't know what you're saying now about, but all I know is like there was other people who got the figure, people who have channels, people know who I'm talking about, and they're rocking a non-in-art base on their figure right now, like a regular base.
While defending in-art.
Bingo whammo. I mean, circle gets a square, guys. I don't know how else to say it there, but I mean, but I mean, listen. It's a good figure. It's not a perfect figure. And in fact, I almost feel bad judging the figure based off the base and not the figure itself, because everything on the figure itself seems to be in working order. A couple things the whole magnet on your wrist pegs, I think it's a gimmick. It's not really making it any stronger.
It's not useful. It's not useful. Because
it's not.
Another thing that you mentioned, and I'm going to use this from you because you were the one who told me, using die-cast accessories on magnetic hands. What?
It's definitely something that, in theory sounds awesome to have die-cast stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I didn't think that was a bad idea. I thought that could work, but
if it can't, the pegs can't support it, they can't support it. Some guy told me like, oh man, you gotta push the pegs in super hard. Well, if I got magnets, why do I need to push in my pegs so damn hard? That makes no sense. That's rhetorical then. I shouldn't even have magnets then. I should just use pegs then. So it's just like everybody's got an excuse for every little thing with this figure here. And I know that's what annoys you, because that annoys me too. Like, hey, listen, I like the figure, full stop. However, it's got a couple problems. Let's not pretend like they don't have problems, because if this was a hot toy,
that's the
you guys would be out with the pitchforks out there in front of Secret Base. Telling freaking JC and everybody else where to stick it. So
you like the magnet, right?
At least
I didn't get that.
I mean, do you like the magnet system? The idea of the magnet system. You've broken a peg off in a wrist of a hot toy. It is a nightmare.
It is. That is true.
Yes,
that is true.
Yes, but like Dilo said, that it's cool. It's a cool gimmick. It's a cool idea. The problem is it doesn't make sense when you're giving the figure heavy ass weapons with a magnetic hand where it's not going to hold it because it's
stronger magnet. That's when they didn't think they're rushing.
Correct. That's exactly what happened. They try to overdo it, but they didn't think of the common sense stuff, which was if we're going to give them a machine gun, that weighs half a pound, we have to figure out a way for the hand to hold that half a pound, but they didn't. So it's like, what's the point? So
well, you guys remember when we got the diecast Mjolnir with Thor from Age of Ultron? Remember we got that one?
Yeah,
he had a diecast hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody complained about the same thing. Like if you use that diecast hammer for too long, that arm eventually just drops down.
Too heavy,
and it would eventually. Yeah, it was too heavy. So. Again, that was like what? That's like a 10-year-old figure at this point, give or take. You know what I mean? So
Not that
it's like
old. No, it's not that old.
Age of Ultron.
Is it that old? My
Oh,
God,
yeah.
10 years? No.
You know, I was
Almost.
actually about to
No,
say
I mean
that.
almost there.
That Joker 2.0, I mean, it's a 2013 release.
Right.
10 years.
Mhm.
The in our figure is a decade.
Yeah, that's
older.
no way fair to compare the two. Like in that level, like
But
I don't like that comparison. That's
the
not
fact
fair.
that you're even comparing it should tell you how
Right.
good that Hot Toys figure is.
Right.
Not only that, but
Sure.
when you're comparing, you're comparing a figure from a company, literally just made to an old Hot Toy, okay? And you're comparing this. Anybody comparing those two, what they're trying to do is trying to justify the in-art figure. Period. Point blank. That's it. That's all they're trying to do. Why do you do that? Because you know that there's no argument with comparing an old figure to a new figure. But wait until Hot Toys announces there, and you in-art defenders are going to come out of the woodwork and see what you're going to say. Absolutely nothing. Because Hot Toys is going to destroy that figure. Just you wait. All right, guys. So we got this guy. I don't know who is 1-3 Toys. I have no idea. I really like the way this looks. I mean, not this, but I'm going to show you guys what I mean. This thing, look at that. This is what I like. This look here is really, look at that, is really, really calling my name. And not only that, but when you put the jacket on him, look at that. That's what I want right there. I want this really, really bad, really bad. But again, I don't know who makes this. So it's probably a cheap company, a cheap quality company, because look, this is very basic. Cheap jeans, shoes, a jacket, black ripped shirt, the endoskeleton arm. Wait.
Yeah, that sculpt looks soft to me, man.
The what?
It looks soft. Like it doesn't look that I don't know. That doesn't look that great to me. That head
No,
sculpt.
no,
I mean,
it's not. That's not what I mean. I don't mean like it's great. I like the look. You know what I mean? Like this battle damage whole thing. That's what I like. I'm not saying it's a great figure. This look here, I love this. I would display it just like this. That's why I want it, because of that look, but not because the figure's great by any means.
Yeah, isn't 1-2-3 Toys Present Toys? Aren't they the same company?
Probably.
No, this is 1-3 Toys. No, it's not.
1-3 Toys.
Yeah, this is 1-3. This is not a. If it is, I don't know what the name is of the bigger name of the bigger, the parent company, but
right, because they're gonna just change the name for this one figure because
that's what they do. But I asked. The reason I don't know the answer, whose company is this, because I asked Kit. I said, Kit, who makes this? He said, I have no idea who they are. So that means that they don't have a parent company. Which is why I don't know. Who makes it. But again, this is not great by any means, but I love this look. I love the brown jacket and the arm look. I think it's badass. Would you guys get this? Anybody in the chat, in the chat or on the panel?
Crickets.
Nope. Not even with your money, bro.
I'm telling you, guys, and let me see how much it is, because if it's cheap, I'll get it. And I'll rub it in all your faces. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll take pictures and send them to you guys, and then block you.
One angled pictures.
Yeah,
169, not bad.
I'm gonna tell you, I actually did my first pre-order in a long time.
Wow.
But not. It's actually off Kit's website.
Whose website?
Kit.
Oh, what'd you order?
All right, I'll tell you what I ended up getting.
Oh boy.
Flavio, are you getting this? Would you get this? Do you like this? Do you hate this?
Do you even like Terminator?
Yeah, I like Terminator. Terminator's one of my dad's like all-time favorite movies.
The Terminator is like your Rocketeer, you know?
Yeah, I remember like growing up and growing up, in the household and watching them with him. But I think he looks cool. I mean, the head sculpt, I don't know anything about these people. Aesthetically, I like the battle damaged head sculpt, though, like you were saying, Fab.
Wait, Harold, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. Go ahead.
But right now, I don't know if this is like, again, I would hope that Hot Toys reboots, something or make something out of the Terminator line. I would assume that they probably won't, but hopefully there's something in store there for them. And if not, maybe I'll go backwards and get some of the Hot Toys ones, but I'm not too sure. I don't think for 169 I would grab this. I mean, nothing against
I'll
the
take 'em.
figure. Nothing against the figure. I just don't know anything about 1-3 toys and if it's worth or not.
See, I again, I own the DJ Customs Terminator that they did, that one I think was last year.
Yeah.
And it's actually a decent figure. It's not bad at all. It's a really thick, solid body. Again, very cheap. Nothing great by any means. It actually kind of looks like this a little bit. But it's a clean. I think it's a clean version of it. And I really, really want to get this version for this look. So I actually may end up buying this again just because of the look and just to have it match the other guy that I have.
Ooh, Pablo brought up a good one, bro.
President
Wow.
Toys Terminator DX.
Have you seen that one? That one looks good.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, it's right here. I think Kit was talking about it being released already. I'll find it for you guys. Where did you go? There's that Joker. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
No, it's probably not there no more. It's gone.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, because we're like going back to March. I know I saw a photo for it recently.
Wait.
Ooh.
He's like, whoa. Oh man, let's see what happened here. Oh, guys, so right here,
Yeah, that looks pretty dope too.
I'm getting one. It's should be here next week on Monday or Tuesday. I bought it because obviously I have the Hot Toys one with this hair. So the second one I need this hair. So that's the only reason why I got it, just to get the different look. Where is he? Come on. Oh, guys, I ordered 2 of these, by the way, too. One for BVS and one for the Justice League. Oh, I can't wait. They're gonna look so beautiful.
Yeah, I got him coming.
Oh, you got him too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nilo, you got him? No.
Mm-mm.
All right, let me see. I know I saw it on Kit's thing. So, oh man, that Terminator looks good too. Come on, man. Wait, I think did I pass it? No.
I mean, it definitely is not this far down.
Yeah, no.
No,
You
it's
talked about these third parties already before.
Yeah, no. See, I don't know. See, no, I went too far. I don't know where it is though.
Fine.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about, and it looks beautiful, guys. It looks really, really good.
That Batman
sharp.
I ordered, that Dark Knight Batman, the SSR toys.
Did you?
Oh, you like that?
Man,
For 700?
We just destroyed it. Do you like it?
I do. Well, you know
Wow.
what? Here's the thing, though, guys. Do you guys like the Dark Knight comic? Do you like that story?
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Frank
I
Miller's
do.
story.
That's the thing. Dilo likes it. He read it yesterday. So that's
I read it
why.
yesterday. My first book, guys.
Yeah,
one.
that's just, if you know the story, like, yeah, that's just a big older, it's a grandpa Batman, basically.
He's
Mhm.
cranky, right? Tell me he's cranky all the time.
Batman coming out of retirement, bro. One last
Yeah.
time.
And he uses a gun. You know what I mean? Batman never uses a gun. And this is the Batman that said, F it. I'm using a gun.
Well, remember Ben Affleck in BVS, his figure came
Well,
with
it's
a
funny you
sniper
mention-
rifle too.
Kind
But
of,
that was the influence for Ben Affleck's Batman, though. That's why you
Right.
see the logo
Correct.
as wide as
Correct.
it is. So
Right.
I mean, I have the big
But,
Prime, Prime 1,
Oh, wait,
1/3 statue.
that makes sense. That's why
that's awesome. I've
even
seen
his
that.
suit. That's why even his suit. He looked fatter in that suit.
That's the bulky Spider-Man.
Oh,
the
so this is
bulky
where they
Batman,
got that look from.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, I didn't know that. I was like, oh, I know there's different Batmans like throughout history, but I didn't know that this was specifically from that, and it
Hey,
makes sense because he
Mike,
looks fat.
Real quick,
'Cause
though,
that's-
real quick to Mike here. Mike, how much did you pay for that figure? Because Faz was just saying it was $700 a minute ago. How
It
much you
ain't
pay,
that
bro?
much. I think it's
No,
three
no, no, no.
something.
No. I said this is what I said last year. SSR had one for pre-order that was $700. Not this one. Last year.
I was hesitant actually because I ordered the SSR Shazam.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and because I didn't have anything from them, I'm like, do I really order something again?
How much is Shazam?
This is $300.
Shazam?
I think Shazam was $300 too, but this Batman was $300.
Where'd you get Shazam from? Kit?
Kit.
Wait. Oh, you pre-ordered the new one that he has up there.
Shazam I ordered forever ago.
Wait, I don't know.
Are you talking about like a comic book version of him, Mike, or are you talking about the one from the movie?
Basically, you could say a comic book version of him. It's the SSR's version of Shazam they did.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
See, I don't know what you're talking about. That's why I was like, what? Yeah, no, I didn't know.
See, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what he was talking. I thought he was talking about this. Look, no, I thought he was talking about this. Watch.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. The movie one? No.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about this guy right here.
Yeah, it's not on Kit's website anymore.
The one that was just announced the other day.
This one. That
There
one.
it is.
I thought you were talking about.
No.
I was like,
Oh my
I was like,
gosh,
how did
that
you-
looks so bad.
I was like, how did you order that so long ago? It just came out. But yeah, so.
But these guys, I mean, they're using. It looks like to me they're using the Fison bodies, So
Yep.
It looks like it, right?
Guys, what about this?
Scary.
This is cool. Did you guys
Wait,
get?
is that going to be like? Is that a whole set?
Yeah.
You get all three of those, so you get Dracula and Van Helsing with the coffin.
Well, it says 1/6 scale action figure accessory. So this is probably separate, but these two. So you get Peter Cushing as Van Helsing and as Dracula, deluxe edition. So I guess you get everything in a whole.
That's pretty cool.
No,
I'm
that's
not gonna
not
lie,
bad.
that's pretty cool.
Van Helsing too, which is I think what people would want because this Dracula is everywhere, but the Van Helsing you can't really find.
Well,
Not
I'm
bad.
just
This is where I
Van
detour.
Helsing, bro.
You'll stay with 1/6 here, Fabs, but I'll when it comes to stuff like this, I'll buy a Mezco over this.
Yeah.
I'll buy a Masterpiece Transformer over this.
No, but I wouldn't
There you
get. I
go.
don't own any of this. I wouldn't get this stuff. I don't have anything like old school, especially from this Dracula, this actor. I don't know any of this. I don't have any of this. I never got into all this black and white stuff. Those old school movies with like Frankenstein and the werewolf and all that stuff.
right.
Yeah, it's very
I didn't get it.
niche.
Get
I
this
remember
Dracula
watching them.
and then
Right.
swap the head with Count Dooku. There you go.
Count Dooku.
There you go.
This guy.
Then you can
Oh my god.
you can put this head sculpt on your second Count Dooku that you have somewhere in a box.
But I get it. Horror is a big market, right? There's people who just do
Oh,
horror.
yeah.
For sure, man.
And there's people who only do custom horror figures. Oh my god, so expensive. Dude, the Mantis figure looks great. Yeah, the Mantis is beautiful. Minus the Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that Mantis she does look great. She looks really, really good. Let me see what else we can find. This one, guys, she looks like Catwoman for some reason, but she's not. Her name is Cuban Agent. I don't know if they're being racist.
So racist. I didn't know that was the name.
But it looks like what's her name? Jessica Alba a little bit.
No,
And-
bro, that's not her.
Well, I don't
What's
know.
her
I
name?
said it looked. Who?
That's the girl. What's her name? She's like everywhere now. What was it? It's a Spanish actress, Ana de Armas or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
I think she played like Marilyn Monroe on Netflix. She did.
Oh, okay, no idea.
No, there's
I
other
thought she
movies.
was-
She did Blade Runner. Blade Runner.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was what's her name? Justin Bieber's ex, Selena Gomez.
Gomez.
No, bro, come on. You guys don't watch 007 movies? Those James Bond movies?
Sure.
Well, I didn't know that the girls in 007 movies were Cuban. Sorry. Let's see.
No, it was a mission in Cuba, so they're calling it Cuban agent. I put two
It
together.
was the-
At first, I
was a
thought it was
mission in
racially.
Cuba.
I thought it was racially provoked over here because she's Spanish, but no, it makes sense. There was a mission in Cuba in that movie there, but
what was the
I almost got that, but that head sculpt's garbage.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Yeah.
What was the mission in Cuba? Freedom? Unreal. Let's see. Let's see. Hector in the house.
oh
he
my
knows.
gosh,
Hector knows. Hector in the house. He knows. And what about this, Mike? We talked about this on Tuesday, but would you get something like this?
Next. I mean, I wouldn't even waste 2 seconds on this. Next. Get out of
He
here.
said next.
Charlie Chaplin.
You didn't even let me click
I
on
mean,
it.
look, you're gonna lose people here. Like, go. Yeah.
Well,
No.
no, I'm just going to see what you haven't spoken about. We already
That's
talked about
it. That's it.
It's like that's it. What about this? What about this?
Next.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
No, really
yeah.
not that one either.
I don't like the hair. I don't like the hair on him though.
All
That's
right,
the
what
only
about
thing.
Queen Amidala though? What about Queen Amidala?
Yeah, what about her?
Okay, almost. Honestly, look, just because it's $100, I got the Return of the Jedi Slave Leia from this company.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know, and again, as a filler figure, it for the $100, it does the
Fine.
job.
Yeah,
It's still garbage. Let me be honest. It's a garbage figure, but it sits in the background. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's an
exactly.
accessory. It's not a
Absolutely.
figure.
Right.
It's an
Yeah.
accessory to a couple
Something else.
stormtroopers, basically.
Right.
That's
Same
true.
thing.
Yeah,
but
and
I-
likely
but
the
do you
Hot
think
Toys
it
making
would be
this
a
one
hit?
is 0. So I'm with you, Mike.
No, don't
$100
say
is not
that.
bad.
Hot Toys
hope
is
they're not
making
this
this
one.
100%.
No way. Never.
Why?
They're not
Why
making this
not?
one. Nah.
Okay. Remember,
Never.
guys, remember
You heard
this
it here
conversation.
first.
I say this is coming eventually. They're saying never. Remember this
Well,
conversation.
I guess. Look,
Never.
I get in a decade. Who knows?
No,
I might,
not that
I'm
long.
still
No,
alive.
I'll stand by. I will stand by and say never. This one will never get made.
Oh my God.
No one will buy this one here.
But
What do
this
you
company
mean?
takes forever. This figure will not be here for
Okay,
3 years.
Fabs, I'll bite. They make this figure here. Name 3 accessories they will put with this figure. Name 3 accessories they can bring with her.
They'll give you
And you
Jar
can't
Jar.
count
They'll give you
hands.
hands?
Hands doesn't count.
all
No,
right, so
no,
hands.
I knew you were gonna say it. No,
They'll give
that
you
comes automatically.
Didn't she have like a fan? Like, didn't she fan herself with something?
That's a geisha, bro. That's a geisha. No,
No,
You're thinking about the geishas in
I'm
Japan.
trying
That's
to
not
think
the
what she
same.
had. I'm trying to think what she had in the movie.
It's not going to come with one accessory. It's a costume, isn't it? Isn't it a kit? It's like a kit. It comes with the figure.
This is a full blown figure. This is the same company that made Woody.
The creepy one.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
with the funny eyes. Yeah, Playtoy.
This is the company that did the Slave Leia, right?
No, this is the company that made Woody. This is their second figure, I believe. Playtoy.
Wow.
The first one was Woody, and this is the second one.
What is it?
I want to
Playtoys?
see the head articulation on this figure.
Slave Leia you bought was a Kit Bash. Wasn't it what the hell was it called? It wasn't your Super Duck, was it? No.
It was something like that. I mean, you can find them all over eBay these days.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Super,
you know what? You're right. It was Mr. I think it was Mr. Toys.
Yeah, because this is Playtoy is the company that made
This
Woody.
isn't a kit. It's an actual figure.
No,
Okay.
this is a figure, correct. Yeah, no, the kits are made by Super Duck and whoever else. But I know what figure you're talking about. So you
Point
guys
is,
want
it'll
to
never
buy this?
happen, folks.
See, I
No,
would
for
buy
$100,
this.
I'd buy this.
I would buy this, and I'm telling you guys, Hot Toys is making this. You better believe it. And just so you guys know, if you're talking about, no accessories, how many of these Leias came with literally hands? Exactly. Literally, that's all they came with.
None.
What do you mean none? You want me to show you the which one's the Leia with the red outfit? Is it Bespin Leia?
Oh, the red dress? No, that's what's the one? That's the name of the planet that they were on there.
Right.
Oh my
That
God, what's it
one
called?
came with hands. Period.
But it had a diorama background though.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
The
shut up.
pictures, it's not coming with anything. It's just her in the dress.
No, but they got to give you something.
And no, it says female body, female head sculpt, clothing, hands,
Yeah, hands.
boots.
Right. So just this for $100. That's about right.
That 140.
Oh, it's not bad. All right, it's not bad.
139.
I'll wait until I get it for $60, but it's not bad. Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was again a filler.
No, it is. But even if you were like trying to get this as a filler, what do we have really from episode 1 besides Qui-Gon? So where is it? You know what I mean? Like where would you? I mean, I would still love to have her there, but Look. Oh, look at that. Bespin Leia. Just hands. Oh.
No, she comes with a diorama, bro. You forget.
Shut up. Diorama.
Select
That's
the
not point.
memories.
Oh my God, diorama. Nobody uses a diorama. I'm talking about the accessories. Diorama. This guy. Let's see.
People use them.
Dilo, 3 things that would come with this figure: a brush, a Bud Light. This guy. Oh my God, a Bud Light. Unbelievable. Leave Bud Light alone. They're already
She
lost.
looks like a porcelain doll, doesn't she?
Yep,
Yeah,
she looks
she
great.
does.
And the good thing is that they don't
Very
really
well.
have to worry about detail on the fakes because it
Right, 'cause
has
of
to
the
be
paint.
all white. Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna order it now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna too. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, because it's gonna look. I mean, I'm telling you right now, when it comes to this scale, compared to Hot Toys, the scale's gonna be off. Everything's gonna be off, but it's still gonna look great next to some, whether it's
Well, I mean, she's going to be
Troopers
short because Natalie Portman's short.
it's gonna be
So
tiny.
it's
Absolutely.
fine.
She's gonna be
I
tiny.
don't think it'll be a deal breaker at all.
No, I think she'll be good. No, I think I'm going to order. And I'm telling you guys right now, I know you guys think that Woody is creepy and whatever. That Woody is a cool figure to have, especially if you got that Hot Toys Buzz coming, or if you got that diecast Pop Mart figure as well. Even though they're not the same scale, they look really cool together. That Woody's very,
Hey, yo,
very cool.
Flavio,
Yo,
question for you, bro. Who do you think? Because Fabs kind of breezed by it there, but he had a good question there. Who do you think they would make from episode 1, like out of what's left? Like, who do you think is still out there that would be something good besides like Obi-Wan? I mean, everybody knows like Padawan Obi-Wan would be dope to have. But what else do you think they can make from episode 1? Because episode 1 is my least favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Yeah, I said it.
He's like, yeah, I said it.
I'd like a Jar Jar.
There's a ton,
right?
I think.
Yeah, of course, there's tons to make from that movie.
Episode 1, right? That's the very
Jar-
very first
The
one.
very beginning, yeah.
Very, very.
So that means Jar Jar.
Yeah, could they
as
do
much
Jar
as I hate
Jar?
him,
Jar
I'll take
Jar?
him.
Young
I'll take that
Anakin.
giant frog
Yeah,
king.
young Annie.
Young Anakin.
Young Anakin will not get made.
I
He
hope
will-
they do.
no,
It
he
will never
will.
happen.
You'll see.
You will
You know
see
what,
him in a
Pod?
blogger photo with the back of his head, and we will harp on that photo for 7 to 8 years straight and still not have it.
No, he's coming.
I can see pod racers being made.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pod racers.
They're
Interesting.
they're
You know,
coming.
those are in line with this
He
size
said
of
not
vehicle.
Jar Jar. Jar Jar is 1,000% coming. And eventually, I think Frog Lady too. You'll see. Frog Lady's coming.
Your
All right,
obsession
guys,
with Frog Lady. You always say Frog
because
Lady.
yeah, because she's gonna look incredible. The way that Hot Toys is gonna make her is gonna blow your mind. That's what I'm excited for. All right, guys. So here we go. Your favorite segment of the night. All right, so we're gonna start off with D'Lo because he's got some fire tonight. D'Lo,
It's too hot
Yeah.
to contain.
Boys and girls, I don't know if you guys watch this little indie show. It's called The Mandalorian. Not many people watch it, but I decided, why not? Let's bring something out. Y'all all want one of these right now. I see it. Everybody in search of. What got news for you? I was selling this figure for 2 months and nobody wanted it. Guess what? It's staying in the collection now.
I'm surprised you don't
Fabs.
bust out my pick, Fabs.
what?
I have a display with 6 of those.
Wow.
Oh, do you?
Dude, I used to
Yeah,
have
I just remember
4,
from
bro.
my.
It's
I have
awesome.
a display
Oh,
with.
yes. I remember. Yes. All right, Flavio.
Well, guys, for this week, I was really, really excited with the latest announcement of the new show, the Ahsoka show. So this is going to be my next video. And this is the Clone Wars version of Ahsoka Tano. And I'm excited to finally get this unboxed because when this figure was announced, I was super, super excited to get it in hand. Season 7 was so amazing. So stay tuned for that, guys, because that is my figure of the week. But I will be having a video of this on my channel shortly. So, yeah.
All right. Michael, you have anything? I forgot to tell you to grab them, but you have anything near you?
Yeah, then my figure of the week. You're gonna get mad at me.
Oh, is that?
Oh, look at that. Wait,
That's
Mezco 89
yeah.
Keaton.
but
As a
that's
Mezco,
not-
right?
Yep.
Oh wow! I was gonna say, why the wings like stuck up like that? That's sick.
Well, it's
It's
the
wired,
cape,
right?
and you know what I did? It some ingenious kid on the internet. There's actually like holes where you could stick wire up into the cape.
Oh,
It already had like 1 or 2 wires, but in all these seams, there was more room to put more basically bendy wire. And yeah, I just been playing.
So would you use it there? Like unfold the paper clips and you like shove them in there?
Yeah, it's wire. I know you're not Mr. Custom, but you buy them in big spools.
I don't know how many ways I can explain this, Fabs. It's freaking wire.
He's
But
like,
yeah, this
tell me
is
the
honestly,
gauge of the wire.
You're not into 112, but look,
Mike is my
he's
spirit
worth
animal,
getting.
bro.
You know what I mean? He's worth getting too. Christopher Reeves,
That's sick.
89.
Oh, nice, bro.
Like the flow.
That's
in the
cool.
cable.
Wait, so
They're $100.
wait, so you're getting out of 1.6 and you're getting into 112? I don't get it.
What do you mean? I'm into everything. I
He's like,
got
what do you mean?
Masterpiece Transformers.
He's like,
I
what do you
got
mean?
Mezco.
He
I
got
have-
so offended just now.
I have 1/3 statues. I have 1/4 statues.
What do you mean?
I, have
I put that
It's like
shit on everything.
I know. He's like, what do you mean? He's
What
like,
don't
do
I
you know?
have?
He's like, do you know who you're talking to right now? Oh, look, this is a girl's name, Ana de Aromas. I didn't know who that was.
I think it's
That was
Almas. I think it's Almas was the name pronunciation. I mean, don't take it from me, but
Ana de Almas. I don't know. Nobody wanted to go until men. Exactly.
hey, Mike, when are you gonna do a collection tour, bro? I want to see your collection.
You know what? I gave Fabs a bunch of my.
Yeah, we did it for his show for his
did.
interview.
I did. I took a bunch of pictures, and
Yeah.
not even all of them made it up on the thing, but that's
Right.
okay.
No, but he's got tons of. Yeah, you gotta
We
look
need
at the
a
video.
proper one, bro.
I can't even do it.
Should-
Like I have so many boxes. Like I just gotta
Hire a
just
videographer.
now. I got stuff
and
that
pay
came in.
somebody to do
Hire video. He said hire videographer. All right, guys. So my figure. I hope it stays. I hope it stays. No, it's not gonna stay. Let's see. Let's hope it stays.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
That thing is a pain in the butt. Oh yeah.
So this
Ooh.
guy, I brought out today because D'Lo brought out the what was it, the
Praetorian Guard.
Praetorian Guard. And so guys, please let me know in the chat, because you guys know I'm not, the biggest Star Wars fan. Question for you. So is a Royal Guard also considered a Praetorian Guard, or is it a completely different thing? The reason I ask is because from what I understand, these Royal Guards are supposed to be trained just as well as the Praetorian Guards, and they're supposed to be apparently the best fighters in the galaxy. Is it true that is that the same for the Royal Guards as well, or is it just the Praetorians? Let us know, please, because I want to know. Mike, do you know? Do you know what?
I mean, I think they're Sith guards. You know what I mean? So
they're
think
supposed,
they're all
they're supposed
pretty-
to be like the best fighters, right? Even the Royal Guards as well.
yeah, I don't.
Right?
I mean, I don't know if they're like have force abilities or stuff like that. I don't.
Not Mr. This guy. Well, you missed the whole show, but thank you for being here, my friend. Let's see. They're just the same, just a different. Oh, I got you. See, so they are the same. I thought so. I was, because I remember they were, so the ones came out on the episode. So I was like, oh wow. I was like, they're sick. And then I remembered. I was like, oh my God, we had the ones from the older movies already. And then I remember, but the Royal Guards are red too. So I was like, there's got to be some type of connection. So that's what I was asking. So thank you for that. I thought they were an evolution of the guards. Yeah, see, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I wouldn't even know. But they just so badass with all that red that like they're just so, especially these.
You know, when you guys when you saw the show, the
Samurai-ish.
the Mandalorian show, right? When the guy what's his name? The bad guy, the guy with that comes out with the Mando helmet. My God.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, when Gideon comes out with his helmet, and then you see the Praetorian guards, like I don't know, it hit me. I'm like, I'm a sucker. I'm a fool. These guys have been fooling me this whole time. Look at this extra Gideon figure that they're going to release.
Yep.
That's the only change is going to be a helmet.
Mhm.
Here's how they snuck in these guards here again to re-release them. Like they thought this.
It's going to be a 3.0 though, Mike. It's not going to be the same as this one. I played back that scene a bunch of times.
It's a completely different helmet. It's a different. It looks like
And
a
the blade is
Mandalorian helmet.
purple.
It's not just the
don't
helmet.
you think they're going to use some parts from that?
Yes, this is what they're going to. So they're going to use the top here, the shoulder pads here, and the torso here, and maybe like the draping here. But the sleeves, you notice these are all like kind of ribbed to kind of match the shoulders here. In the episode, they're not wearing this. They're wearing more. Think of it more like a. Think of it more like like clone trooper or stormtrooper-esque kind of like platings there.
Like
that
he
kind
has
of
the
one here,
gauntlet
and
here,
one for the
then
wrist.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's going to be more black in there too. Like I really looked into it. I was like, oh, wow. Is this going to be like a reissue of what I have? Kind of like what they did with like the Death Troopers, from Rogue One to the show, and the Short Troopers. They pieced this together. So it's a Praetorian Guard, but it's like an early version of the Praetorian Guard. It's not going to look exactly like this one here. So if you have these, they're not going to be, they're not going to kill the value of yours. You can get more because they're going to be different from these here. So
Right.
yeah, I looked at it deeply because I was like,
of that whole franchise, I think you could argue is that's
the most memorable part. Yeah, exactly. That's like, as much as like I don't like that movie,
I hated it all except for that.
That was the one thing that, like, honestly, out of the entire new trilogy, that was the best part of the entire new trilogy, in my opinion. There, because like, something cool, and everything else is recycled, whatever. But yeah. But yeah, so predictions on some Mandalorian figures now. Now that we're almost at the end, we got finale on Wednesday.
God. Yeah. So guys in the chat, please let us know what you guys think is coming. We, obviously we have a pretty good idea of what's to come. Flavio, your thoughts on what figures are coming?
Man.
We already know 4 at least. So what do you think?
Just from that episode, or just the whole show in general?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, for sure we're gonna see those Praetorian Guards. I think we're gonna see another Moff Gideon for sure, just because of that armor. Yeah. There's just no way that we're not. IG-12, I believe, is gonna be in the mix of that as well, with an Anzellan throw-in. And
so what I said to that was, we're gonna get an IG-12. I said there's gonna be 2 versions. I said the deluxe is gonna be with, what's his name?
Well, yeah, but after we were talking about that, I don't think that was Babu Frick. I think that was just a normal Anzellan.
Okay, so
if I'm not mistaken,
so an Anzellan and Grogu would be the deluxe, and a regular collector's edition would be just Grogu.
Right.
So I think that's a good way to package it, but we got to wait and see.
Yep. And then I think we're also going to get, we're going to get a mix of maybe some of those random Mandalorians that we've been seeing throughout the whole season, just because there's so many different armors there. I think a lot of people have been forgetting about them just because there's so many of them in the show, but there's a lot of unique different armors there. So I think we're going to see that. And
the Super Commandos.
Yeah.
Those white ones.
There's so much that could come out, but I'm going to let these other guys have a shot.
Isn't it crazy? Like, I had no idea. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, it's your turn. What do you think is coming?
No, I was just going to say, isn't it so weird? I didn't have a clue what the hell they were going to make this season until this last episode. I feel like this last episode, like the light bulb hit, like, oh, they're going to make this, that, and the other. Because everything, I don't know, this season hasn't, for me, guys, it hasn't been the greatest. I'm a little disappointed with this season, but the last episode was really, really good. I just kind of sucks it took this long to get some good episodes, because I'm sorry.
Right.
Lizzo is not Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Lizzo
my
is not
God.
Star Wars. You understand? Oh, gosh.
Horrible.
You know what?
Horrible.
Let me not start. Let me not start there.
Yeah, don't even
But,
get me going.
Yeah.
Hey, what
No,
about
I'm
Jack
sorry.
Black? You guys like him as Star Wars?
Love Jack
No,
Black,
I
but
thought he was
not for my
goofy
Star
too.
Wars. Not for my Star Wars. Although, definitely go see Mario Brothers, guys. If you haven't seen that with your kids or anybody
I
like
gotta
that, like
go.
super good
Gotta check
movie.
it out.
It was
Yeah.
really good. It was really good. But back to what we're talking about here. You know what I think is going to happen, and I'm already pissed about it ahead of time. We're gonna get an Axe Wolves 2.0 with a head sculpt.
I said that. I knew it. Yep.
And it's pissing me off because I know it's happening. Like it's almost like he has such a bigger role this season compared to what's her face, Casca Reeves, who had like one line. This whole I'm like, shit, they're gonna hit me up with a 2.0, and I want it, and I'm gonna want it just because of that head sculpt there. So
you know what I think is gonna happen. I think this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna use. So we're gonna get the Bo-Katan 2.0, right? We're gonna get an Axe Wolves 2.0 with a head sculpt, and we're gonna get, instead of getting obviously a Casca Reeve, we're gonna get her. They're gonna use her outfit to make different colored Mandalorians from the what is it, the owls, the owls of the birds,
night owls,
the night owls or whatever.
Night.
So I think that's what they're gonna do. I don't think we're getting another Casca Reeve. There's no need for them to give us one without a head sculpt. That's ridiculous. So that's not happening. But Bo-Katan 2.0, what's the other one? The Super
Wolves?
Commandos, the Axe Wolves has to 1,000,000%.
Well, no, he might not be signing off on his licensing.
I think what happened is though
They might not be offering him enough money.
No, I think what's happening is that I think
no one knows who he is. Take what you can get.
I think they threw him out there too early because I think they threw him out there just to show you like, hey, he's a part of the show. But I think the reason that Hot Toys didn't, it could have been possibly because everybody's looking at, hey, the show's pointing at it's the armor is the backstabber. I think this guy has a lot more in store coming up that we don't know about. So I think that's why they were saving the head sculpt.
But I'm gonna see bring that up. I have a prediction. I say we're gonna get a 2.0 armor with a head sculpt.
I think so too. I think she's. I was gonna say. I think she's taking off her helmet. Her helmet.
I think she's taking off the helmet. Yeah, we're gonna get a head sculpt, and we're gonna get double joint elbows, guys.
So
double
joint
elbows.
Taking off their helmets. I hate it.
This is the way.
I think that's 100% true. Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, because of what's going on with her character, what's going on with Axe Wolves. Not only that, but there's the armor keeps becoming more noticeable and more active every episode, just a little bit more and a little bit more. So it's like
sketchy as hell. Sketchy.
Yeah, and that like weird music that plays when they pan to her, and it's like, so what are they gonna say?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's crazy. All right, guys, but we've been on for two and a half hours. Flavio, what do you got going on your channel? Let them know.
Yeah, guys, like I said, I got that Ahsoka Tano unboxing that I got to start working on. So I'm going to start working on getting that situated here this week. I got to also still take some more pictures of my Mando. I never got to upload those onto my Instagram, so I got to do that. And then I want to take some more pictures of my Commander Cody. I'm not even going to bring up my shelves, guys, just because just wait. Just wait, because I got a lot of stuff going on. I got get with people to help me get the supplies that I need to. So just got a lot of stuff on the sideline that I'm trying to make work, but it's gonna get there. But yeah, just stay tuned for more unboxings of some figures on my channel, guys. Then yeah, it's been dope. Thank you.
Congratulations.
On the 20K. It's awesome to be seeing this history be made with you. So congratulations, man. Keep it up.
Hey, say.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you,
No,
bro.
you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Dilo, my friend, what's going on with you? Let them know.
Surprisingly, a lot more than usual. So, you guys already know Dilo the Collector. Also, yeah, right. .com on IG. Follow me in there for your latest Dilo news. I'll be opening up a Patreon real soon because Fabs refuses to pay me.
A link tree.
Linktree, yeah. I'm in the final stages of completing my collection tour. It has been a hell of a learning process. That's what I was saying earlier in the show. I have so much respect for what Fabs does because you watch a video and you say, oh, that's not too hard. I could probably do that. That crap is a lot more work than you realize it. So shout out to people out there in the YouTube world that put in the effort because that stuff is definitely not easy. So a lot of respect to what you guys do there. So I gotta do the voiceover.
Shout out to
my
the Jetty
tour.
for helping you.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely for sure. Where my man is at. Absolutely. Shout out to Graeme. Got his nice watch there. He definitely gave me some pointers on how to not suck at this. So I mean, still debatable. You guys still got to watch it and let me know in the comments below when you see my video. But I just got to do the voiceover work on it there and put it all together. The file's huge, so it's all 4K. It's as best as a first timer can ever do. I hope you guys like it. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram once I drop it. Maybe I'll just put a link there like everybody else does for their stuff. But I'll do that. And yeah, I'll be doing the voiceover tomorrow. Just got to find a time where it's quiet in the house. It's not easy. Loud kids. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, also to my non-believers, the people that say you need to pre-order, guys. You need to pre-order. Oh my God, it's on waitlist, guys. It's waitlist on Sideshow. You'll never find the figure anymore. No, guys, you got to pre-order everything. There you go.
Boom.
There you go. Today. Just walked in.
Said today.
Walked in, paid, walked out with it.
But yet
That's
there's
it.
none out there in the wild.
I could have picked up 4 today, guys.
Wow.
Could have picked up 4 today. So
That's how many they had
listen,
over there?
they had
Don't
4.
listen
And they're
to
gonna have
Sideshow.
and my guy at the comics book shop says they're gonna have 4 more next week coming in. Plus they're gonna have about 10 clone pilots. The other one that is 10 of those things. And I think this one is waitlist full, right? On Sideshow, it's not open.
Yeah.
It's waitlist full.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
I just walked in like, oh, I'll grab one, please. Now
I'll take
it.
whatever. So guys, stay
Yeah.
tuned for that
Oh, and
video.
that was- by the way, that's retail, guys. I didn't pay a stupid amount of money for it or something like that. So
Yeah,
retail.
guys, stay tuned for the video. I'm excited to see the video so we could all be like,
I don't think so.
Little spoiler alert. I'm gonna give you 2 angles. You can see the left and the right.
Oh man.
Michael, anything going on with you? What have you received anything? Any new figures? Are you expecting anything?
Watch these guys' channels. That's it.
Why is
I got enough Hot Toys boxes to last me.
Look at this. He's displaying. He's showing off the boxes behind.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that.
you might look at that, right?
Is that a Mark
Where
1
do I
box
go?
behind
What do
you?
Wait,
Mike?
what do you
Yeah,
got?
that's the one that I noticed, the Mark 1.
Oh, you didn't even open Mark 1 yet? What are you waiting for?
Yeah, is this Mark 1, right? Diecast?
He's just
He's like,
He
whatever.
has no
He's
idea what's
is that
happening
what
right
that
now.
is? That's Doctor Strange.
That's Mark 5 one.
Oh.
Oh,
It goes deep. You know what I mean? Captain Vaughn,
Wow.
Look at this guy. He collects boxes.
Clone Trooper.
You writing it
Oh,
on the
two
top there?
Captain Vaughns.
He said 2 Captain Vaughns. Unreal.
You label maker? You writing it on the top there?
Oh, look it! I'm a nut with that.
I need to get a label maker. I was planning on doing that.
How
so
do you
thank
not
Shut up.
have a label maker? Everybody has one.
I need to
Yeah,
get
I'm
one.
enough.
Everybody has one. Nobody has one.
Sebastian Stan, you
No,
know,
that's
Winter
I had
Soldier
one.
there.
Wait, so why? What are you waiting for? I paid
What
for
do you
my
mean? What am I waiting for? I'm putting a kid to bed. Then I got to come do your show.
For real.
not tonight.
Bro,
You
like, come
when
on,
did you
bro.
get them today?
I need to get one, dude.
Real
Well, you know,
collectors. have
I'm
one,
doing
bro.
my
Come
other
on.
stuff. You know,
Come on now.
I put that. What I put up
It
that.
can't be that expensive either.
They're
That
not.
John Stewart stuff.
Cheap.
No, you
Wait,
get it at BJ's, the label makers.
Yeah, they're cheap. I have one for work too.
Yeah, I need to get one of those for sure.
Oh, you got the
What do they call
fancy one
S-touches?
there.
Brother S-touch?
Yeah,
Man, it's
No,
going on Amazon. 20
P-touch.
bucks.
P-touch.
yeah. Mine's P-Touch too. I have one for work for my patient files. That's why I put the last name and name on it, and then I put it on the folder. So I've had one forever. I'll send you the link, Flavio, so you could get one. Yep, those are the best.
Yeah, I put the what Hot Toys MMS. Then I put the figure, and then of course I put the movie in the year. Am I nut or what?
The movie of
That's
the year.
cool.
You are
You're
insane,
insane.
Mike.
That's
Oh
cool.
my
I'm reading
God.
this whole. That is insane.
That's too much.
Is that thing laminated too
You know what?
before you put it on?
Honestly, it's not for me. You don't even think about it. If I croak tomorrow,
Oh, true.
my wife's got, who's gonna? My brother or someone's gonna have to come in and sell.
Oh,
this
that's
stuff.
true. I got you.
Yeah, me.
No, that's good.
Yeah, me. I jump on a flight and I go there immediately.
No, you. I'm right around the corner. I'll be right there in 2 seconds.
Knocking the door like Mike. Mike was a
Oh,
dear
he'd
friend of
have
mine.
everything. My wife.
He was a good
I feel like, excuse me, I'm here to pick up the boxes, Mike said.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
Unbelievable.
wanted me to have this
Oh,
DX. He told
I
me that
know.
himself.
He said, show up with a handwritten note. This is what Mike said.
I know this is fresh,
All right,
but I
guys.
got a van out back. I'm really pressed
All
for
right,
time.
guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us as always. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being active in the chat. Love hanging out with you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again on Tuesday, 7 p.m. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.
So you.